Hello, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to all of you in stateside. Hi. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Drop a one in the chat for me if you can hear me. Perfect. Thank you, American Born. Hey. Okay, so I want to say hello to everybody. Welcome. Hey, Eloquent. Hey, Toot. Hey, sis. Hey, Q Catrice. Hey, honey. Hey, Alpha MC. Hey, Betty Boop. Hey, love. Hope you're well. Hey, Somali Queen. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Happy Monday, happy blessed Monday. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is having a good day, whatever you're doing, working, spending time with the family. Hey Aries, hello, good day. It's evening for me. Hey Shanabi, how are you? Welcome. Um, it's evening for me. It's like 8:30 in the evening. So I know you guys are still, probably working or probably on a lunch break and everything. So thank you for joining me. Happy Monday to everybody. I am feeling much better. I was under the weather the past few days, but I'm much better today. I feel like myself, thank God. God is great. Um, and I wanted to come up here and talk about the the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know what has gone on with these two ladies, these two beautiful black ladies. I don't understand it. Kenyamoore and Brit Eady. I don't understand. I am baffled. Baffled. This is how I feel. I'll keep it real with you guys. This is how I'm feeling about these two. Okay?
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Yes, this is how I feel. It's very embarrassing. It's very disgusting and low down gutter behavior that these two ladies have done to each other. I'm sorry, I'm just baffled. It's just madness. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not on anybody's side. So let's be for real. I'm gonna be for real. Um, I'm on nobody's side. I'll be honest. I'm team nobody because I feel like both these ladies were wrong in their behavior. One was threatening pistols and whips, okay? I don't know who she thought she was because, Kenya didn't answer her the way she wanted to be answered. Kenya felt some type of way about that and decided to do revenge P on her. I think is absolutely disgusting. You're two black women. One is like has a higher status. Kenya Moore's been on there for a long time. She is the show. She's been holding it down for a long time. And to ruin your legacy, it was really sad to see for her to do that. Um, and this is just my opinion. I don't agree with anyone. Both of them, I think they're both wrong. However, I think they both should have fired. It's not fair to hold one accountable over the other because threatening somebody with pistols and whips is a no-no. Threatening behavior is a no-no for anybody. For them to say that, and then for her to be kept on the show and then for Kenya to be fired, I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense. They both should be fired. Both of them should be gone. Both of them should have been taught a lesson. Yet one is, Brit is like saying, well, I still got a job. Okay, so you don't even know if you're going to be seasoned. There's somebody that's been on it for how many seasons now? I can't even recall. I think maybe I can't recall how many seasons she'd been on, but I know she'd been on it for time. Hey, Paula. Welcome. So I'm just not understanding. I just think it's embarrassing. I just don't understand why they just can't get along. And I'm tired of Bravo hiring fans because for me, Brit is a fan. She's given fan behavior very delusional. Very delusional. Yes, Somali Queen. I'm boycotting Bravo because they really irritating me. And I don't like, and I'm not trying to make this a race kind of thing, but I don't like the projection and the way Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Beverly Hills one are portrayed differently. I don't like it. I don't like it because the edits that they get and the edits that others get, you can tell there's some kind of biased behavior. That's just my opinion. And everything said, this is alleged and all in my opinion, it's not based on anything but just my point of view. And I'm disappointed. I'm very fed up. I'm very fed up with this pitting black women against each other. And I'm not saying Bravo did it, but you can tell like there's some inner issues, because why do you have a problem with someone that's been on the show longer than you, and you felt some type of way? If you felt some type of way, why don't you say it? You got a mouth, right? Say it. But and then you don't like the way you're dressed, so you want to threaten people. One thing about me is, you threaten me, I'm a threaten you back. I ain't gonna go low like Kenya did. I'm gonna threaten you back, and I'm gonna bring my people and say it to my people if you're brave enough. But to do what she did, I just thought was low blow. Very, very gutter behavior. That's just my opinion. And I just wanted to talk about that. So anybody that wants to join me, feel free if you want to. So I'm going to get on to it. So bear with me. So I'm going to start from I don't really review the show, but I watch it here and there, and I'm going to start from what I saw. Hey, Smiley Queen.
Hey, hi.
Hi, Smiley. How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Yeah. Are you recovering from your late session last night?
I'm hungover.
By the way, people, she doesn't drink. The bless her, old age is catching up to her. So she
Oh yes,
can't
yes.
hang the way she used to
Hangover
hang.
is not from the drink.
You're over exhausted. Hey, hey, sis.
Hey, Lala. Hey, Somali Queen. How y'all doing?
We're
Hey,
good. How you
too.
doing, love?
I'm doing good. I had to come up here because
Mhm.
I did a quick search on Twitter
Mhm.
about Brit Eady. And all I'm seeing is twizzot, titties, everything. So I don't know what she did wrong.
No,
I don't
she
know what.
has.
Hmm,
Okay.
She
Carry
she
on.
just got pictures from online. It's not even something. These things were
exactly.
online. She got them
I
from
mean,
online.
I'm really watching her walk down a hallway. It looks like in a hotel, pulling her dress so we can see her Brazilian wax.
Wax, yes.
Yes, I mean this is all. I'm looking at this all on Twitter. I'm looking at another one where she has this mesh type of shirt on, and all you see is titties and nipples. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not. That's all I'm saying,
Listen,
y'all.
let me tell you the conspiracy theory.
Hey, Paula. Hey, Linda. What's that?
Hey, Linda. Hey, Girlfriend
Hey, Linda
Chronicles.
Gambo.
Welcome. Hey, Linda. Hope you're well.
Let me give you the
Yeah, carry
conspiracy
on.
theory.
Sorry, lady.
The conspiracy theory is this. Last year, before the show started filming, Kenya Moore talked about Bravo.
Mm,
She dogged them out. Andy does not like Kenya. He pretends he tolerates her. So for anything like this to happen, I mean, it's like like you're waiting for someone to mess up so you can just have
right,
an excuse to let them go.
right.
That was one of the reasons. And then because if at all it was, and production had the audio of Brit Eady, her going on an apology tour. That was production. That's a PR right there. You can see through these lies. She's not genuine about it, because if she was genuine about it, the thing happened days later. Her event was days later. She should have gone and apologized to Kenya one on one before even Kenya's event.
I
And I'm
feel
not
this.
saying
I
that
feel
what
the
Kenya
same way
did is
too.
wrong. I'm not saying that what Kenya did is right. But I'm just saying, end of the day, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Somali Queen, I can't hear you properly. You need to speak up a little bit more.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're much better. Hey, well, I just missed. Hey, Pisces Live. Hey, Han. Hope you're well. Hey
Hey, Pisces Life.
Mom.
Hey, TNTG Mom.
I understand what you're saying too, and Somali Queen. However, it's totally different. Explicit sexual act.
That was pulled directly from the flick that's on the
I
internet.
heard that. Okay, what I heard was that it was a picture that her ex posted of her that she did not approve of. So that's why it's called Revenge P. So explicit pictures and you posting pictures with your, a revealing top is different. Going down on somebody and having that posted on social media and then at an event, I'm not understanding. If you're going to retaliate, why go so low? I
Toot,
expect
have you seen
better
any
from
pictures?
Kenya. That's
Toot,
just for
have you
me.
seen any
I
pictures
expect
of her
better from
giving
her.
blowjobs?
Sorry, Somali Queen?
I'm asking Toot if she saw a picture of what you're asking. You were saying.
You're saying that came from, if I'm not mistaken, that particular the oral video came from what do you call it? It came from
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. She got some
Okay,
real
but
nasty porn.
okay,
She
so
was a
girlfriend
porn
Chronicles
star.
just said, is that true? Also, what she's just saying now is the pics are from her ex. Okay, but when this first happened and Kenya was fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was stated then these are pictures that her ex posted against her.
No, it's not.
That's what
Because
they're
one of the
saying.
exes that I'm looking at looks like it's Rick Ross, who's all up in her Twizzot in the
Yep.
Yeah, that's from
elevator.
2016, though. That's from
Yeah.
2016. There's
Okay.
another guy apparently that posted that. But what I'm saying is explicit pictures
But she's a porn
that
star.
She's a porn star,
She's a
though.
porn star.
okay, but why did you have to do that at your event? It's not about a porn star.
I
Why did you have
understand.
to do it to another lady? Is what I
That's
have a
where
problem
she.
with.
That's where she miscalculated doing it at her event. However, she's a porn star, and how can anything be revenge? Anything when you've done it and you got paid for it, and you continue to get paid for it when people look at it.
She's
You
still
just
Yeah, but
getting
we don't
paid
upset
for
know
it.
that.
because she was trying to have that. She was trying to have that persona as a housewife, and she's a hoe.
Yes, a big ass 3 or 4.
Oh God, one moment. Let me just say hello to Hey Sugar, hey sis,
Hey,
hey
sugar.
Quinn. Hope you're well. Hey Mama V, hey Dark and Lovely, hey Honey. Um, I don't know. I don't agree with you lot. I'm sorry. I think two wrongs don't make a right. I think it's really like I feel like Kenya ruined her legacy by doing this. You
She
know,
did.
and
She did. Had she
then
done it
she
in any other place?
contradicted herself.
Yes, I think if she would have
Sorry,
done it
Quinn.
at any other location other than her grand opening, it wouldn't be as shocking. But honestly speaking, I would have probably done the same thing if she threatened me with a gun.
I still threaten back because threats are
I mean,
threats. I will
we have
threaten
to be
back
honest. Let's
at
be
any moment.
honest, La. If I have
Mm.
something on you and I know that you're a big whore and you threaten me with a gun, then I'm going to give you something to really threaten me by. And I'm going to, I probably would bring it up and say, hey, y'all, look who, don't drink behind her. I'm just saying, don't put your lips where her lips are.
Hey, Sugar, welcome. Hey, healthcare worker. Hey, Cricket
Hey,
22.
Lala.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
Somali
Um,
Queen.
I
What
sugar.
get
up,
what you're
too?
saying
What?
too. I do get
American
it.
born. What did I say? Oh, when I was asked what I think. Oh yeah, this morning I was asked what would I have done. I said when you go low, I go to hell and bring back your ancestors.
Yeah, you already told me that.
So,
I'm not with
Yeah.
that. I'm the
too.
complete opposite.
I agree with
Yes,
Lala. I agree with Lala. Now, too.
yes.
So hold on, too. Hold on.
Okay.
EP. So, so I'm a hoe and I'm on a stroll, right?
Right,
But that's my profession.
right.
So what you saying is that so if it's some pictures that somebody is using against me, some female that I got a beef with. So you saying that that's not revenge P because I'm a hoe?
No, I'm
But
saying that
that's
it's not
just like
revenge
saying,
P.
hold on,
Okay.
let me just drive the point, then I want you to do it. But that's
Okay.
just saying like a hoe can't be hard. So it really goes by the act, not what your profession is. Yeah, that may be out there, but it's you chose to take that particular situation and put it on Front Street at your business. So now it's revenge. Now it's a get back. You know what I'm saying? So just because she a hoe, and if she all over the internet, so what you saying is there's null and void?
What I'm saying is that she was a porn star. And as a porn star, that if I'm pulling up your past porn star videos that you were filmed in, that you know that were released to the public, no, it's not revenge porn, only because you're trying to portray a different character now. No, it's still out there. And we all know once it hit the internet, it's out there. Now, I don't know anything about the guy doing this because it doesn't seem like the guy did it when I'm looking at posts on Twitter that go way back to 2016. She been a hoe. So, but I understand. I just think that she should not have done it at her grand opening. And that's where the biggest, oh, no, she didn't. That's the biggest thing. However, if she would have done it in any other setting, it would have been acceptable because I can't believe that Andy and production did not know of these porn flicks prior to hiring her and that it can be used against her. It's impossible for me. I can't even fathom that.
Yeah, but the thing is, so she put it on display, and then not only that, they said that she even had like a hoo-ha next to her mouth on there or whatever. But so what I'm saying is in the actual manner, in the way that she presented it, anybody can use what you do against you. I understand that, but that don't make it right. And does that make it that does not make it against the law because it's something that you did?
We didn't say that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of layers to it. You understand what I'm saying? When you use her profession, or she's OnlyFans, or when you using that it's already out there. But what I'm saying is, look in the context in which she tried to display. She tried to use it against her, and then she even added other, actual, whatever you want to say, derogatory, what I'm saying, props and words to that. Like when you go to the point of planning something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like if you using the ERTA, right? When you go to the length of planning something, like thinking it out, strategizing, right? I think that's when it takes on a whole nother. Maybe I would say what she did wasn't ethical, right? Because that do teeter if it was illegal or not, but it wasn't ethical, right? It was immoral. It was crazy, right? So, but the thing is, I do believe both of them should have got fired, because whether you saying what you got in your purse, but you saying what you got in your purse in the midst of a heated argument, Brit. So we're not gonna act like that wasn't a threat. But see, how people turning that around and saying that, well, she just said what she had. She didn't say what she was gonna do with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just coming up here. See how the context when it changed, and it changed the whole thing. If it's legal or
I
illegal.
agree with you on that. I think it's immoral. And let me just say hello to hey Brittany, Janae, and I forgot. Okay, excuse me if I forgot whoever came in now, because I'm just behind in it. But I just want to say, hey Shani love, welcome. I just want to say something. You have to think about being I'm just coming from the woman's point of view, being a woman and your profession and what you did in the past, or what you do in OnlyFans, whatever it is, what it is. But I'm on this path now. I'm working at Bravo. For you to bring up something that I've done, even if it's not revenge P, but it's something I posted, it's wrong and it's disgraceful, especially in the contents that she posted it in. The fact that it's her doing an oral thing on a man, if you saw that, I'm going to play the video. If you saw the shock on the faces of those people watching, it was disgraceful. She disgraced herself, and I think she's better than that. I think it's disgusting that you would treat another woman like that because you're raising a daughter. You don't go to that level, that's evil level of exposing another woman like that. I just saying it doesn't matter what she did in her profession, but exposing her in this environment, in her work environment, is not nice. That's just my opinion. Hello, healthcare worker. Welcome.
Hey Lala, hey family, hey Toot,
Hey,
hey
healthcare
Sugar,
workers.
hey Somali
Hey,
Queen, how are you guys doing?
hey, Tunisia.
So I just want to say, listen, Kenya has done irreparable harm to her persona, who she is and where she's going to work next. Even if she goes back to RHOA, she's still done irreparable harm to her image. Okay? Brit should have been excused by the network the minute she opened her mouth about pistol and this, that, and the third. The second, this would have not even have happened if that would have happened first. So the network is at fault. But you have now harmed another woman, another Black woman, and you thought it was okay to do it in this way. That is sexual harm. It's a crime. And yes, she should pay for it. The both of them should be excused from the network by the network. What she's done is what I've said before. Why are people holding you by your neck with your past if you're trying to change? That's got to stop. We can't continue to do that. Throw my past in my face. If I was somebody who was outside and I was in prostitution or a sex worker and I came years later and I was a counselor, this, that, and the third, and an argument ensued, bam, you're going to hit me with that? Why? Why is it that you have to hit me with that? And that's the only thing you can hit me with.
Like if we
You're
just if
doing
we
irreparable harm to my character. What if the community I'm in now, or where I am now, or the work I'm doing now is for the good or for whatever the case, and my past is my past. And if I didn't want that part revealed, or even if it was revealed and people said they were going to sidestep it, why are you trying to push it down people's throats? You're causing irreparable harm to somebody's character, and that's a crime. It was criminal act that she did, and it's not okay to do it.
that's why we need
Yes,
to just
Mm-mm.
focus
healthcare worker,
on
I agree, but it's also a criminal act for what's her name?
Brit.
Brit for
Brit
had
to,
That's
yeah,
why
exactly.
we
to
need to
threaten her,
That's
to
concentrate
another
on
threaten her.
crime. Exactly,
They
Lala.
both
I
should
agree
have
with
been
you
fired. I'm
100.
team no one. I'm team no one. Just to make it clear,
yeah, me
I'm
too.
team no one.
Same,
I'm team
same,
both should
same.
be
They
fired.
because
Both
if
of
truth
them
be
should be
told,
fired.
Kenya had enough ammo when Brit came the way she came. She didn't even have to go and plot nothing. She had enough. If she really wanted her gone, she could have got her gone. She could have made a case on that
Yes,
alone.
sugar, that's
Can
right.
I
As
ask a
soon
So
as
I
the
question?
just don't
cops, as
understand how
soon
you
as the
go
Yes.
home
cops,
and
I would
say,
have been
Hey,
yeah,
at the cop
girlfriend
station.
chronicles.
you go
Hello.
home, you
Hey,
you
girlfriend
plan this,
Chronicles.
you
Hey,
plan this
love.
out.
Hey, everybody. So I have a question.
Hey.
So
Hey,
Hey,
since
hey.
so since Kenya's actions are so deplorable, despicable, disgusting, and I am Team Twirl, I do not condone what she has done by any means. By any means do I condone what she has done. I can't even listen to the audio of what was done because it is hurtful. It is distasteful. It's horrible. But my question is, if what she done has done is so horrible, why was it shown? One. Two, why are you bringing Phaedra back for some actions almost similar?
Thank
I
All
you.
the
think it was
that's
network,
right.
worse.
all the
That's right.
network.
They only
Question the
care
network.
about
I agree
money
with you.
and
Question the
views. I
network.
agree with you,
I
girlfriend
agree.
chronicles. You're 100% right. They only care about views and money. They do not care about Black women's reputations. They do not care about upholding everybody that's wrong, because to me they are wrong. Both of them are wrong, and they've displayed it because they wanted to see, like, I think. Okay, my opinion
Black
is, this
women
is why
represent.
I'm going with it. I think they're trying to bring Kenya back. And if the way it's going now with this boycott that Somali Queen said, and the way that people reacted and are really standing by Kenya, I think this is a way to bring her back to say, like, okay, we made a mistake. Like, this wasn't that deep because, she threatened her. I think they were trying to weigh up the options because the revenge P was thrown out there, and that's what scared Bravo, because they're worried about another lawsuit. But I think they're trying to bring her back, and they can't trying to capitalize off of this. This is about ratings, and they don't care. And these women know that they signed up for it. Unfortunately, they just have to deal with it.
But
The
guys are
bar is too
forgetting.
low now, though.
I think
The
they don't care
bar has
about their
gone
own
too low.
reputations.
Yeah,
But
the
you're
bar's gone
forgetting.
too low.
You're forgetting.
When we
Bravo
start to talk
denied.
about pistols and harming each other fully like that, with RP or whatever it's called, and then with pistols and whatnot, we've gone way too low. You've even surpassed baddies, and that is hella bad.
But they
But
didn't kick
Bravo.
Portia off for dragging her assistant. They didn't kick Portia off for dragging
Sure
King.
didn't.
They didn't sit up there and kick. Cynthia had to kick Portia in her private for her to get out her face.
Yes.
Like Portia has been, prune juice has been a problem. Just as many people are sitting up here saying Kenya has been a problem with her words, prune juice has been a problem with her actions.
Yeah.
So
So I
Kenya,
I
think
yes, has
agree
shown this
10,000%.
controversy is.
picture.
I agree.
You're right. I
Has
agree.
shown this
Bravo.
picture, but Portia is Portia, like, I don't like the hypocrisy in the levels of different devils in regards
Network.
to who they approve. I
Blaming the
know they don't
network.
like Kenya. I know they don't like Kenya. It is shown they don't protect Kenya. Production is disgusted with Kenya, and it goes back to when Kenya, because they allowed her actions prior to her not getting married on the show. They didn't have any problems with her actions prior to her not getting married on the show, because she did do what she did with Ken Fields. I do not like what she did with that. So I don't condone any of her wrongdoings. I don't. Team troll all day. I don't condone bad actions. But one, you threaten me with my life, I'm threatening you with every other thing that I got in my arsenal. I'm
Everything.
I
sorry.
hear you. And you know what?
I'm not
It's
gonna,
true about
Threaten her
take my
Phaedra.
back.
life.
They got
Yeah.
rid of Phaedra quick. As soon as
Yes.
Candy said, I am going to tell you I'm leaving or she's leaving. And they got rid of her one time.
And my thing is,
All
I'm
these
not
other
saying
times they didn't do it.
I'm not saying
Yeah, but
that Kenya.
healthcare workers, they don't like what girlfriend Chronicles said is true. They don't like Kenya.
That's
You can
true.
tell they don't like Kenya,
That's
because
true.
when she's threatening her, where is security at? Where is security at? Why did Kenya feel uncomfortable waiting for her own car and jump in the car with Kenya, with Portia and Shamia?
True.
Why did she feel so uncomfortable to do that? Because there was no security. They did not protect her.
If I was the
It's the
producer on set, I
gaslighting.
would have
Protect these
snatched that
women.
clean out of her hand.
Right.
It's
Well,
the
they said
You know what I
gaslighting
Kenya
mean?
for
But
went
me.
I
to.
personally think that I would have threatened her back. Like I said, I'm different type of caliber. My mouth is slick. I will cuss you back. I will threaten you back. I'll do all of that apart from what
Yeah, we
Kenya
would have
did. But
handled it
Sugar,
right then and
sorry,
there.
jump in.
You know what I
Well,
was saying? Sorry, am I interrupting someone?
I was going to say, didn't they say that they did an investigation, and I guess what Brit did was um
You went
excused.
out.
Oh,
No,
am I gonna?
but Bravo denied. Bravo. First of all, when we had the rumors of what happened during that event before even the show aired, Bravo denied that there was any pow conversation. Nothing happened. They said no. They denied it. Number one. Number two, um, they let go of Kenya and they kept Brit. Number three, they told Brit to apologize on camera. That's PR. Number four, and when the show now came on, and when Brit was saying all of that, she was saying it in Kelly's face. And Kelly said she did not hear that. The gaslighting for me. And number five, the women all pretending. Remember, they shoot confessionals later on. So that's also not genuine. The confessionals we saw in this episode, fuck that. So I'm just telling you, what she did was wrong. Yes, we all know that. Even when it first happened, we all said the same thing. It was wrong. It was wrong. We do not stand for that. But now here comes somebody. She has acknowledged her wrong. She has taken accountability for her wrong. She has apologized for her wrong. How much longer are we going to crucify Kenya when people are walking around in these shows who have done far more worse than Kenya? That's my question.
Well, yeah, I
Right.
don't understand why it's a controversy either. I
I
mean,
don't either. I don't get it either. But I think I correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe in other franchises, I've never seen someone put this kind of disgusting thing out there like Kenya did. I haven't seen that. But
Vanderpump
I don't believe
Rules.
that.
Vandercup, yeah, that was the
Huh?
first.
Vanderpump Rules.
Oh yes,
Lala,
Vandercup.
you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
watch
yeah,
more
yeah.
TV.
That wasn't shown though. It was mentioned, but it wasn't shown.
Right. And then
It wasn't
lawsuits
the
started
Cleo.
happening.
was not shown. The FaceTime video was not shown. It was mentioned. But
But
what
it
I'm
was shown
saying
to
is,
other cast members, though.
yes,
But
yes, it was shown to
somebody
them.
can. So they allow Ashley Darby's husband to stay on a show when he has physically touched people. But because I
Oh,
show
what
on
about
this show,
Tamra and Gretchen when she tried to get her son
Yes.
to get on
come
Gretchen when
on
she was
now,
drunk?
come on. The clearness
Oh
of the
wow.
issues
So
of
there's
it all.
It's
like
because
I
of the
say, there's
clearness,
different
exactly.
treatment. There's a different treatment for the cast of Atlanta than it is for everybody else. Clearly.
Yes, not
Clearly
only that,
they're more
they're
reprimanded
black.
more than the rest of them, and we all know why. Let's not beat around the bush. I said I don't want to make it into that issue, but like I say, you can tell the difference of treatment. You can tell the difference of editing between these other shows and the Atlanta show. You can tell the difference, and it doesn't take a genius to understand why. There's a certain narrative put on this cast than it is on other casts.
That's true, Lala. There's a far
It is.
cry between Atlanta and Beverly Hills. My God,
But
watching them two side by side is like day and night.
But even with the
Thank
Atlanta
you.
cast, but they still had their favorites too. Just like the other caller was saying, I agree. It's things that it's actions that Portia has taken that we never saw any reprimand from. A lot of them have different bad behaviors. So what I'm saying is, I don't know why it's a controversy. I don't know why you suspend Kenya, but then you don't suspend Brit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what I like to know
I
too,
don't.
They
sugar.
don't want another lawsuit. They
So I
waited
think
too
that maybe
long
they
to get
want
rid
Brit to
of
be the
Brit.
new Kenya. If you really want to ask me, maybe that's what's in the cards. She needs to be the new Kenya. They probably just want Kenya
I
out.
think they're trying to replace the oldies. I think
Yeah,
the OGs, they're trying to
yeah.
replace the OGs and bring these new ones, but these new ones ain't giving the way they're supposed to give.
It's
I
gonna
feel like
turn
there's
around. They're
really
gonna give
fans
in a
on this
minute.
show that
Y'all
are
don't
really
like them
ruining
right
it
now,
for
but
others.
watch. In another season or so, we may not like them now, but watch. If that's their goal to try to replace the OGs or whatever with these new heads or whatever, and the way they coming in hot like this, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna straighten it out and come with storylines, and we probably be into it. But I think they're
Then
trying to get rid of Kenya.
why bring Phaedra back if they're trying to replace the OGs?
Well,
Phaedra.
she's just coming back just as a friend. They just trying to see the
Oh,
ratings or whatever and try. You see, they didn't give her a peach.
and
They're
why
not gonna
keep
give.
bringing Cynthia with her flip flop and flabber? Oh no, I'm about to cuss.
Yep.
Because
I'm
she's
sorry,
still the
Lala.
middle core of the OGs.
Call it.
You know what I'm saying? She's still the middle one. She's still the one to know all the data, all the information. She's still the one to have the history. So that's why they're gonna bring her in as a friend. Now, Phaedra coming in because it seems like right now Portia ain't really gelling with a lot of them. I don't know. It just seemed like fake chatty conversation.
She's
No,
gelling with this
Portia.
one.
Shut
Portia
up.
doesn't
She's
have a
gelling with her.
storyline.
Phaedra coming in is because Bravo owed her that. Literally, I saw it on there. They haven't talked about it, and you know how they haven't really mentioned it. But Shireen brought two friends, showed up on that Key West trip, and they tried to jump Phaedra. I think they have some strict NDAs. That's why Phaedra was able to walk off, get on that private plane, and she was getting off the private plane
Yep.
as going back to RHOA.
And
Wow.
She
They
is
didn't
oh
it?
attend
yeah,
the reunion, and she still a check for that whole season. You know what I mean? Like they do, they they play a game, but Phaedra is a lawyer. She's smart too. Like they set her up, so she's like, "You setting me up? Either I'ma sue you or you put me somewhere else." And they did that because Frasier is that person that has the hype behind her. She came from Traitors, like she has a lot of hype. She built it up, considering her controversy from before.
Plus,
So,
I think Portia gets into it with Angela later on in the season. Is that right? Is
yes, I
she?
heard they get into it, but I
Mm-hmm.
heard Portia and this one are good friends now, and I'm
can
like,
we
okay, and that's weird because
Portia and
Shamia
Brit.
and this one don't like each other because
Mm-hmm.
she's talking about her kid. So
can we all
I don't
agree on?
understand.
I'm sorry. Can we all
Sorry,
agree on one thing that Portia cannot hold RHOA? She
she
is
She
not
can't.
cannot.
the
She
standout
cannot.
star for RHOA.
That's what makes me
No,
mad that Kenya did this. Because come on now, I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, Kenya can read. Kenya can shade
exactly.
you down. Period. So to get her out of here real quick like that, that's crazy work, Brit. Okay.
It's really crazy work. And the fact that Brit is now on social media talking about, I still got a job. I got a job.
Ooh,
For
child.
how long?
But not for long though. For how long? Because end of the day,
That's what I want to know. It's so disrespectful.
one thing I can
You know,
guarantee
you
is
threaten
people
someone's
are
life.
going to boycott.
She's on camera stating, apologizing. I didn't know, I don't like to go there. I don't like to. You went there over a conversation. You were called a peasant and you want to talk about pistols and whips over being called a peasant, which clearly says you can't hold your own and you ain't got no reads because you clearly can't read her. So you go threatening her. That don't make sense to me. And then you still have you still have it. And I don't believe Bravo did any type of investigation because she mentioned the word pistol 3 times, right? And she says something along the lines, I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Like, you don't want it with me, something like that. And I got whips too. And there's no security there. She calls that guy over. I don't even know if he's her husband or a producer. And yet Kenya's still standing there. So there is a breach of safety. This is an unsafe environment. You put my life in danger. She's walking towards her car. How do I not know she's going to go get that pistol that she's talking about?
And how
Let's
do we
keep
know?
it for real. Bravo has a lot of explaining to do. And if I was Kenya, I would sue. Because
Well, when
she
she
was
shook
walking towards that
Kim
car.
Phil's chair, that's beyond a threat. Because you shake my chair, I'd have got up. You would have been on the floor. You'd have been night. So what I'm saying is, but Kenya has done things too. Like even when you putting a prop in somebody's face, even though you can't control somebody's reaction, I don't agree with what Portia did. But was it a prop or was she had a blue bullhorn or whatever she had that?
Oh yeah, she was supposed to get that slap. She was supposed
She
to get
was
that one.
wilding out that reunion. I was
Yeah.
like, I was looking at my TV like, Kenya, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. And then boom, 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 they're on the floor. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is we can still say the same that Kim Fields wasn't protected when you felt as though you're going to walk behind this lady's chair and shake her chair like that.
Yeah.
A
I felt
sister
the same
chair.
way. I think, don't get me wrong, I feel like all of these ladies have been made to feel so comfortable to do these kind of disgusting, diabolical behaviors to each other. Now they're going lower. The bar keeps going low and low. And to me, in just my opinion from watching it, it seems like it's going towards hell. I feel like every season they want to see who can top each other by doing the most disrespectful, disingenuous kind of behaviors to each others. I don't get it. I'm not understanding this at all. I think it's really degrading the way these women want to treat each other. Don't get me wrong, not everybody gets along. I get that. People have cliques, they have friends. I get all of that. But can we not keep it to the point where we keep it about reads? You read each other down. You don't go low. You don't come for kids. You don't come for husbands. You don't come for extra career activities that you've done in the past. You don't come. You leave it on the show. You do what the show is doing. You concentrate on your show. But they can't do that because these people, and again, I'm going to say it, they need to be mentally assessed. They need a psychiatric evaluation before they come on these shows because they do it for Big Brother, they do it for Love Island, they do it for Survivor, they do it for those shows. They need to do it for these shows because clearly these women can't handle themselves and use their words.
And
Can
I
I
believe
just
in
right
doing
quick,
anything.
Lala? Can I say something?
Sorry?
And I apologize. I just want to say I'm wondering if Brit Eady was not penalized for her threat because they did not do anything to Kim Zolciak and Croy other than giving them a show when he stated at their reunion what he had and everything like
So
that
did.
and that threat. So I
You're
would have,
right.
to
It
me,
could be.
I play piggyback. I play tit for tat. I'm on my Kendrick Lamar era, like I put in the chat. You take it there, I'm taking it there. And that ain't what you want to do. Because I'm a true, for real Scorpio. I may not always act out on my actions, but sooner or later, and maybe karma gonna get me, but I promise karma gonna get you too. Because I'm coming.
Karma's always going to get. I believe in that. I swear
I'm
to you,
just
spins the block. Let me just say hello to everybody that just came in. Hello, Mary White. Hello, DG. Welcome. Hey, Betty. Oh, I've already said hello, Betty Boop. Hey, honey, again. Hey, Moonchild. Hey, Sancha Connect. Hey, CC. Welcome, everyone. And if I missed you, please forgive me. But welcome. We're just discussing about what. Hey, innocent instigator, welcome, love. We're just talking about the
Yes,
last
there's
night's
no rules
show
in
and what
fighting.
happened.
Para,
There
good
are no
evening,
rules in
Para,
fighting.
and D. Huford. Good morning. I mean, good evening, y'all.
Good. There's no rules in war.
Thank
No
you
I
rules in
just
too.
don't.
war.
Well, it's no rules in war, but what I'm saying, what my whole thing to all this is, nothing's gonna make me understand why Kenya, maybe the caliber that she portray herself to be or present herself to be, I don't understand why she would think of an agenda to pull that together at her grand opening.
We
It
all
doesn't
have
make
made
any sense. It just
judgment. We have made lapse in judgment. I mean, like I am sorry, but Kenya Moore, she did wrong, and she knows that. And I'm telling you, there's nobody who has bigger regrets than her. But we all have had lapse in judgment, and that was her lowest moment.
how was a
But
lapse in
now that
judgment when you planned
I
it out?
agree. Hello,
Because
this moment. I just expected
it was
better
a
from
It
lapse
her.
is
in
her
judgment.
lowest one. I mean, it was a little premeditated. It was
Right, that was
Yeah.
premeditated. She was
premeditated.
yes,
All of
plotting
that.
it.
You can't
yes,
She
say
was
that's the
there.
truth.
Listen, we can all ride to hell, not a problem. And I am a hell rider, but I know what I'm going to let go when I'm about to go there. I know that everything is about to go out the door and I'm getting canceled for sure when I'm ready to put it down, especially on social media. Multiple times we have all had to hold back on something, but when we're ready to go there, we're going to go there. And just like Girlfriend Chronicles, I'm a Scorpio. So I am going to like eighth belly of hell. I will do it. But I need to think about later on. I got to think about, oh, my persona, my public image, my work, my job, what I'm going to say. Am I going to sacrifice that? She put up $400,000 of her daughter's money to be able to invest in this. When is the
That's why
investment
that's
ever going to come
crazy.
back?
It makes no sense. You can't justify it was premeditated. She sat down with her little tea and her me, and she planned it out, and she went and got the photo, and she all that is premeditated. But fine, if
It
you're
is
gonna do that,
premeditated,
hold
sugar.
on. But if you're gonna
I'm
do that, that's fine. But no one is. It doesn't make sense to me that she did it in her grand opening. That's just crazy bananas to
That's
me.
what I'm baffled too.
that's
And
it.
also,
I'm
Mm.
with
can I just
DG though.
say,
I'm with
can I?
DG, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm with DG. That's my line of thinking as well. Because if she's going
But
to be punished for it, why show the
say,
photos? If she's going to be punished for them, why show
Mhm.
the photos
They
on the
didn't show the
show?
that's what
photo.
I'm
They didn't
saying
show
too.
Or
the
why
photo of
air
the
the
Two,
team.
I'm
episode?
Why
Exactly.
air the
two. We are
episode?
saying the same thing.
That's
Too.
true.
We are all saying the same
We
thing.
are.
Bravo is not making sense. I am with DG. I
Mhm.
100% saying
Yeah.
that to me, they don't even.
Don't
They're
honor
not
the
making sense of.
production.
If it was wrong, why show it again? We already said for views, for ratings, and I would not be surprised they bring Kenya back because the way social media has blew up over this, and the way they're telling Bravo, like, you need to bring her back because this wasn't as bad as what's her name threatening. If you don't bring her back, fire this one. That's the census that I'm getting from social media. But I want to say, okay, it to me it is premeditated. What I don't understand is I know for a fact Kenya did not spend time doing those boards, right? Somebody did it for her. Is the fact that there are people in her team that even thought that was okay to do. That's what's worrying too. That everybody in her team, whoever did it, did not think that's something that could ruin her
A bunch of yes
reputation, her
men.
Mhm.
legacy,
A
her
bunch of
event.
yes men.
It was a
Sorry?
scheme by Todd.
It's a bunch of yes men. People who are around you are not going to try to deter
Yeah,
you
I
from
get it.
something
But
that could harm you later. You're right, though. You're
mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely right.
And then there's this part, I don't know if you guys watched it. There was a part where she goes, I don't want Kenya. I don't want people messing with me. You're taking food off my daughter. Honey, you took food away from your daughter when you spent 400,000 invested in this company
Exactly.
and then ruined your event with this, malarkey, in my opinion. And then you also said this was your daughter's college savings
So
that you
make it make
used. Like,
sense.
you're not making sense. Like, you did all of that.
Another poor
And what did you gain
judgment.
from it? I would never understand people that do something so reckless and crazy and
Poor
invest money in
judgment.
it. I get it if they did it in a smaller setting. I'm still against her doing what she did. It's piss poor behavior. However, if she did it in a different setting and it would have made more sense if
So
she
that's
did it
wrong.
in a different setting. But
So
to
you
ruin
guys
her
are telling
legacy,
me,
it's
are
a
you
no
guys
for me.
Lala, let me ask a very genuine question because I am confused right
Hmm.
now. You guys are sending me for the hills. One thing, are you saying that if she did that in not in the salon, it's okay? Or are you
No,
saying
I'm
are you
saying
saying
no, no, no,
in a
no,
different
Somali
setting?
Queen. I'm saying I don't agree with what she did. I don't get it. I don't agree with it. It's wrong in all aspects. But because she was doing it and she premeditated it, I don't understand why she did it in her own salon, her event. Why ruin yourself at your event is what I'm trying to say. I don't agree with her doing it, but she planned it. But I'm just trying to get to her thinking point of why did she plan it for her event?
Right.
That's why I think that people are so stunned is because she
Yeah.
did it at her quote unquote real life event. This is
Yeah.
her real business. However, I don't think if I feel if had she not done it there and elsewhere, we wouldn't be having these conversations because everybody, Brit would have just shut up. Everybody, the ones who saw it would have just shut up because they under NDAs or whatever. But she would have known, it would have been alluded to where the public can go and do searches like I did,
Mhm.
to see what
Yeah.
was going
You
on.
can do your own research.
But it's
I don't
still
agree with that.
offensive that another woman, it's just offensive that another woman will use those type of acts or those type of, you know what I'm saying, to go low like that with another female. I don't agree with that. I don't feel like, I mean, I'm not gonna hold y'all. We might get into a brawl before I have to use, explicit, you know what I'm saying, actual things to go at you. Like, I don't even understand that. Like, why would I have to go there? You can go to hell, you can go to Hades, but I don't have to use, you know what I'm saying, actual exportations on you. I don't have to do that
You
to a
know
woman.
what, Sugar? What I
Yeah, I
think,
agree.
I
I don't
think
agree with that either.
in Atlanta, there's so many tiers and so many cliques in Atlanta.
Mhm.
And them like Kenya, Portia, Shamia, they all belong to a certain hierarchy. And I think everyone they know what Brit is. Just like we all knew we know who they knew who she was. And of course, I expected nothing. Honestly, I expected that of Kenya to throw that in her face. Because I ain't gonna
Really?
lie. I
Okay.
did. I expected her to throw
Okay.
it in her face and showing the pictures. That may have been a little bit too far. However, if the pictures have already been out there and you've been in flicks, it's nothing new. In that
Nope,
scene,
it's still
it's
using it as a weapon
Yes,
against me.
she
That
Yeah,
weaponized
I
it
is
feel
as
a
like
a
it's
crime.
vehicle,
wrong to
weaponized it.
sexualize a
Regardless if
woman's
but
I've been
she
in
body.
threatened
sex
her with a
tapes
weapon,
before.
so eye for an eye, eye for an
No,
eye.
that is not an eye for an eye.
It
If
is.
Brit,
To
and
me, it
let me
Yeah.
is.
tell you, if
To me, it
Brit
is.
would have been expelled immediately, she would have never, I understand what you're saying. She would have never gone there, but you don't get to harm me with what I've done in my past. And that's a crime. So then let's both just charge each other and let's all sue the network. Because I
That's
think the
us.
network is trying not to be sued by Brit. And then if Kenya tries to sue, they're going to be like, where are you going with that? You did this. Right? So it's a big conflict. And I know the network, as nasty as they are, they're loving this garbage.
They are. They're
Healthcare
getting
workers.
nothing but ratings.
My only thing with we have to be realistic, y'all. If you have done something in your past, and whether you're running from office, whether you're running for PTA president, whether you're running for president of the HOA, anything that you've done is subject to be brought back up. I do understand that you feel as though you and Sugar, you all feel that it was used as a weapon. However, I just can't get past if you knew you were a porn star and you received a payment as a porn star. What do you want me to do?
Because
I'm
it's on
I
your
still
mean,
allowed
resume.
I'm
to
just
change
saying. I'm
my
just
Because it's
life.
on your
saying.
I'm
resume.
still
It's on.
allowed not to be strangled by my past. I'm still allowed to
So
move
own it.
forward. You
It's
Own
on
it.
your
cannot use
resume.
that,
I.
and that's a sexual crime. It's a
It's
So
sex crime.
own it.
And
I
Brit
don't
did the
know.
same thing. So
One at
both
a
of them
time,
should be
ladies.
expelled.
Yeah, I agree. Both of them should be expelled. And two, I agree with you too. Like, don't put something out there that can be used against you. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming from the moral standpoint as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah,
just
that's
because it's
all I was
out
saying.
there
Morally,
doesn't give you the right to post it, to show it. It doesn't give you that right. And I'm just saying, would you want that to happen? Because people make mistakes. They make a wrong choice in career, whatever. But like a healthcare worker says, should that be held against you every time? No. To use explicit pictures the way she did, I'm going to play the video, the way the people were shocked at those pictures
And they
and
still have
disgusted by it. I just think it, as a woman, we got to do better. We got to do better.
Yeah, I'm not taking that away, Lala, that yes, at her business, that at that grand opening, she's done. I don't know. I think she had temporary insanity. Maybe she went crazy
I'll
thinking
take
about this
that.
woman. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But I just think that if someone has a profession as a porn star, I'm just saying, and Moonchild, there's video. She was really in porn flicks. And I'm just saying, if that was your profession, what you upset about? That's a part of your life, right? That was a job. So how is it? I'm
Just like
not
in
supposed
Pretty
to.
Woman. Just like in Pretty Woman, which is
I'm
one of
just
my
saying.
favorite movies. When dude, remember, he dressed her all up, but then he told his lawyer that she was a prostitute, and then he came back over there and talked to her. But now she in her head, she dressed up, she she ain't ready for him to come to her like she on a boulevard stroll. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you don't get to just throw things in people's face just because they was a porn star and you want to use it as a weapon. You just can't do that. That's just like a drug. Okay, so then every time we talk to Trump, let's throw up in his face what he do.
We do.
He's a felon. So
But we
instead of
don't.
saying our president, we
I
need to say
understand. I agree.
our felon did this. The felon signed this or executive order, because that's what he is.
Mm-hmm. I just think, too, where I'm coming from is the moral ground of it. It doesn't matter if it was her past or her job, whatever. The fact is, that's her past. To use that against another woman at right now, I wouldn't I would have done something else. I'm just saying it's not okay to do that to another woman. Sexually explicit pictures in front of everybody. Yes, I guess she posted it. She did it on her OnlyFans. Someone posted it. I don't know what the story is. However, as a woman, I would be like, hold up, no, I think I won't do this, but I'm going to do something else. That's what I'm trying to say. I would have rethought about my decision before I done something like that, because that's very low to do to another woman. And that's just the point of view I'm coming from. Somali Queen, did you want to add something? Because I know you came off mute.
Huh?
You came off mute. I thought you wanted to say something.
Yes, I wanted to say something, but the conversation was so interesting. I like to listen a lot, so that when I'm
Okay.
going into the battlefield, I know what I'm going to say. But now, let
We're
me
not
tell
trying
you
to
guys.
battle. We're not
Let me tell
battling.
you. No, I'm just thinking like, this Brit lady, right?
Yeah.
This episode before the Kenya scene, she was sitting with Shamia and the other Angela, right?
Yeah.
She's called Angela. Yes. Brit was talking about slapping someone. That scene. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
paid
I saw
attention
that.
to.
Yep. She said, don't do that because I will slap the hell out of you or something like that. Yes, I saw that.
Yes.
And then Shamia said to her, look, there you go again, threatening again.
Yes. So I'm just
Yep.
wondering, like, production. Let me tell you, these guys film for hours. What we see is what production chooses to show us. If this woman is recklessly talking like this, what do you think she has said in those hours during the dinner? Also at the parking lot, what she has said, things have been cut out. And I'm telling you, just because she's on mic, production knows a lot. So instead of protecting that woman and telling her, oh, she can still film and do this, I should have suspended both of them because both of them are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both wrong.
Both
I'm
of
not
them
on
are
anyone's
wrong.
side. They're both wrong. Brit should be fired. And the fact that she made that face, like that face, right? And I'm like, why are you making that face? Because again, you're threatening. Like if someone threatened you, you'd be fuming. Kenya has every right to feel the way she felt. She has every right, but she had no right to do that to that woman. That what she did was low. So what I'm gonna do, And this is social media. I'm telling you, she reposted something. I'm going to show you guys something. She reposted something. A lot of people are on Kenya's side because they said it's tit for tat. You go low, I'm going to hell. I'm taking you to hell, and that's where you're going. A lot of people are on her side. So this is a picture that she reposted that somebody posted on Instagram today or yesterday. Can you guys see this picture?
We see it.
Yep. And what I don't understand is justice for what? Justice for her to bring her back to her job?
No, Kenya
What
is
is
not. I
the
don't think
justice
Kenya is
for?
coming back. I don't think Kenya is coming back. My opinion,
I
in my
wouldn't be
opinion
surprised,
only.
Somali Queen.
With
Do you know
with
why? Not
with the
now, not
statement she
now,
wrote.
maybe next season.
No,
Next season,
I
only
don't
because
think
of the
she's
way
coming.
social media is going and the way I feel like they're trying to balance the scales. And I think they're trying to see who has the more right and who was more right than wrong. And I feel like it's leaning towards Kenya more than it's leaning towards what's her name? Brit.
And
I think
that's
That's
she
just
because
my opinion.
I think she won justice for the rest of her money for this season.
You don't think they still paying her?
no.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Apparently they're not paying
See,
her.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
Brittany,
See,
hey
too, you see what
Brittany,
I'm saying
thank you
too?
so much,
You don't
hon.
mess up your bag too. You don't mess up your bag. For
Never.
nobody. Not these
True that.
birds, not these brain airheads. You don't mess up your bag for that.
That's true.
Oh hell no. Let me just read this super chat. Brittany Janae, thank you so much. She said it's the fact that Kenya presented those photos at her grand opening that made it so nasty. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I
it was
agree.
disheartening to see. I was the shock faces. I'm
Especially
gonna
if
play
I'm
the
there
video.
trying to
Hopefully,
celebrate you too, or I'm there for y'all moment, whatever. I know we filming, but let's just keep it real, So I'm there, hey, we take pictures, we have pleasantries, and then boom. I would have been like, la.
yep.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense. It was just
You
not warranted.
you know what, y'all? I'm just gonna go ahead with my little, instead of it was a scheme by Todd, it was a scheme by KRE, because
Todd,
we
by the
heard
way.
we've all heard the rumors that there has been some heavy producing from his end still on RHOA, as well as on some other things that he was
Who's
partial
Todd?
to, like
Who's
New
Todd?
Jersey. I mean New York, huh?
Who's Todd too? Todd, who's Todd?
KRE,
Ah,
know,
okay.
yes, KRE. And
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh, in Married to Medicine, let's not forget how Heavenly did admit that he gave her some advice as to what to do. And I kind of think that somebody had a hand in it. She wasn't thinking. She probably thought that she could slide out through it. Whoever his little producer over there talked her into it, said it was going to be okay. And Kenya, in a very diminished capacity mentally moment, she did the wrong thing. She was wrong, y'all. But I'm gonna still say that, the past can be the past and it should be weaponized. But if it was your job, I mean, what you embarrassed for? I'm always stand by that. Stand on that shit. Stand on it and say I was a porn star and I was the best one in the industry. This is how much I got
Maybe she's a
made.
reformed
This is how much I
And
made.
porn
I was
star.
married now. And I was married now.
Yeah,
And
she's
now
married
I's
now. Maybe
married.
she's a reformed porn star. Let's say
I mean, look at
porn, okay?
Pinky.
Porn.
Yes, she's a reform.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a reformed, and it happens. It is what it
That
is. But
It
that could have been
is.
a whole nother storyline. That would
Yeah,
have
hold on.
pulled in
yeah.
all the little internet thoughts. That would have pulled that all the way,
Like,
all them
remember when
over
he
to
was
Roha.
investigating when what's the name was investigating Jackie? Evelyn was
Oh
investigating
yeah.
Jackie, how they turned that into a storyline and everything, and some things came out. We was like, whoa, Jackie. Remember she had a
Jackie
investigating
was on the
everything.
stroll back in the day. And you see how it just kind of went over everyone, because everyone to know that sometimes people do things when they hungry. I'm just saying, it ain't nothing to knock.
Well,
All I'm
she had a nice dinner though, and breakfast and lunch. Kenya,
saying.
like, girl, who gonna mess up your whole entree? Yeah, no.
Listen, You can't threaten me and think that I'm not gonna. I mean, like seriously, I'm not gonna do RP for on you, but I'm gonna do something that's going to make me lose my job and probably be in jail.
Somali Queen, I'm
Well, I
scared of
say, I
you.
say, rethink that, because let me tell y'all, I'm telling everybody in the chat, and I'm telling y'all, you should not do anything or let anything or anyone mess up your paper. I'm talking about, I'm not saying things that are above your control, beyond your control, but if you let something or someone mess up your paper, you do not have self-control.
I feel you on that.
That's all I'm
I
saying, and
feel you on
that's what
that as
got
well.
me up too.
Self-control is
It's
very
the fact
important.
that you sugar honey iced tea at your place of business. Okay, honey, you what? So I'm saying, like, my head turned around like the Exodus, because I didn't understand that. I still don't. But
I don't get it either. Hello, Miss Z. I saw somebody. Is it? Ooh, I'm really okay. I can't remember now. It's okay. But can I just say, I totally agree. I do not believe messing up your work environment, especially where you make money. I don't believe in that. I feel like there's no coming back from when you do things like that. And I think
That's
that is
why I
something
don't
that.
work for. That's why I don't work for anyone, and I haven't worked for anyone in the last 15 years.
that's why too. I can't.
Hello, Moonchild. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good
Hey,
afternoon, love.
what's up, girl?
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey,
This
everybody.
this Moonchild.
Yes,
Hi, I never
Hi.
been on a panel with you. How you doing, sugar?
I'm doing good. How are
Moonchild is
you?
hilarious.
I love the way
I'm
she
I'm
good.
not
she
Thank
does
you
messing
the
with
so
you today,
much.
sweetest voice.
Moonchild. I'm not messing with you today.
No, y'all got
Moonchild, what do
it.
you have to add?
Listen, the only thing I have to add, I'm just gonna be real. Y'all know how I have to do. I just have to say how I feel. I think Kenya is no longer needed on this show. I feel like Kenya has had 11 seasons to grow as a woman, with friendships and everything. I'm gonna say what the thing with Cynthia, she's totally wrong. I don't like Kenya. I haven't liked Kenya since the Apollo mess, and it
Hmm.
hasn't changed. She hasn't done nothing for me to like her. She's not a girl's girl. She's not a woman's woman. She's not gonna fix another woman's crown, because in her eyes she won Miss USA, and she's the only one who wears the crown. And that's why she behaves the way that she does. But she's 50 plus years old. We've been through so much. Like I said, I could go in on Kenya's whole life, but I don't want to like that, because I do feel bad for her that she let Brit. Well, Brit didn't trick her out her spot. Kenya made herself out her own spot. And that's because Kenya is not humble. And I feel like whatever the network had to do to humble Kenya in this moment, that's what needed to be done. But Kenya should be off this show. She has nothing more to bring to this show. The only thing Kenya has brought to this show is a bunch of chaos, lies, and stunts. Fake boyfriends. I don't want to say fake marriage, but I believe it was a fake marriage. And that's why Mark did her in the way that he did. Because it wasn't a real marriage from the start. I'm happy she got her baby. But now she keeps using that baby like a prop. And using that baby as an excuse for her bad behavior that she's been distributing since before she even thought about having kids. She dragged, first of all, I'm happy Cynthia got her lick back on Kenya. I don't care. That's her friend and she love her so much, and oh, I want to, hold her accountable, make she wrong. Cynthia got her lick back on Kenya, because if everybody keep forgetting how Kenya treated Cynthia on Ultimate Girls Trip, and when she ruined Cynthia engagement, and when she made a fool out of her in Greece about the wine cellar, making Cynthia look bad subliminally, saying Cynthia shouldn't have a wine business because she don't know about wines. She threatened to punch Phaedra when Phaedra was pregnant behind Apollo. That's why I always believe she low-key slept with Apollo. Because why would you threaten a woman who's pregnant with that man's baby, and you're going to threaten to knock her teeth down her throat? Kenya has been threatening people. She threatened to punch Portia in the face. I can't tell y'all how many times. So I'm not here for nobody saying, "Oh, Brit threatened her." Oh, no. Brit is a new face, new story, new life, new energy. Kenya had 11 years to make this platform into something else. And she didn't. All she do is come back every year to be nasty and pay niggas her money. That's all she been doing for the last 11 years. I'ma shut up.
Facts.
Now,
Facts.
now I'm going to disagree with you on a lot of things. Kenya is a great mother. You cannot take that away from
I
her.
said she
Kenya is
hasn't
not
grown
using her
as a
child as a
mother.
prop.
I said
She's
she
not
hasn't
using her
grown
child
as
as
a
a
mother.
prop.
I didn't
Mhm.
say she's not a good mother because I'm not in her house. I'm not saying
Someone
that she's
saying
not a
that
good
they're
mother,
using their
but she
child
hasn't
as a
grown
prop
as a
is not
mother.
being a good mother. Using her child as a prop is not a good
She
mother.
is
She does
using her
not use
child
her
as a
child as a
prop and
prop.
she's
Ladies, one
using
at
her
a
She
baby
time, one
as an
doesn't.
at a time,
excuse.
She
ladies.
doesn't. She doesn't.
One at a time.
No. Kenya is she's not half the things you've said, first of all, I do not even agree with. I do not agree with half the things you said. And it's okay not to dislike
You
someone. It's
could.
okay to have differences of
You
opinions. It's
could.
okay with that. I
You
don't
could.
I don't really I don't fault you for having your own opinions. But what I'm saying is I don't agree with half the things you said about Kenya.
No,
And
prove me
and
wrong.
Apollo, she did not sleep with Apollo. Apollo apologized in front of her on cameras and said that I lied on
She
you.
paid Apollo to
She did
apologize.
No,
not
Go
no,
ahead.
pay
no,
nobody.
no.
Don't
He
lie
No,
on
no,
did.
her.
Moonchild,
I live
one at a
saying
time. Let
that.
Apollo.
Somali speak. Let Somali
Yeah,
Queen speak, and then you can rebuttal.
yeah. Apollo apologized, and he did it sincerely on his own.
Yeah, right.
You can dislike someone as much as you like, but just don't lie on everything. That's all I'm going to say. She's also a woman. The woman that you're trying to protect right now, Kenya, is also a woman and a black woman at that. So instead of
Hmm.
tearing her down like that, like you did, because everything you say was so bad and so much, I even felt bad. And not because I love Kenya. I don't know Kenya from Adam. I
Well,
do not know
Kenya,
her. I do
Kenya
not even
is
live in
just
the
about
States.
everything Moonchild said. That's what she been doing for the last 11 years.
She,
I've been watching it
Kenya,
from day one.
Apollo apologized to Kenya.
But
And he
I
did
didn't
it
like the
on
way she was
camera.
flirting with him and all that stuff or
And
whatever.
she, let me tell you, everybody, Portia stole somebody's husband. Why ain't you guys talking shit about
Oh,
her?
you know
What
I've
does
been
it?
done with Portia. I've
I
been
know.
saying my.
I'm just saying.
I'm
What's this?
consistent.
No, no, you guys are just. You guys are. I can't even say
Nah,
that.
Kenya getting that fire back right now, and I'm just saying maybe Brit is to replace her, but it could be Karma all day. It could be Karma knocking on Kenya's door any day because she gonna throw out enough boomerangs for them to come back and hit her ass in one season.
And ladies, don't forget, this is just opinions. We don't know these people. We're just having opinions on certain
Yeah,
things. You
we
know what I
cool. We
mean?
just
But we
talking
have
it
to
out. We
be,
cool.
yeah, we're good. We're good. We're just talking it out, and we have to just be mindful of, what we say and stuff. Because we'll talk. We don't want to bash these ladies because that's not what we're here for. We're not here to bash them, but we're here to hold them accountable, both of them, because what you're portraying is not a good look. It's not a good look, and I'm not understanding what you're getting from this. I'm always baffled by people that do certain things because I always want to know what's the end result. What are you looking for? What are you aiming to get from this? And Muchal, I understand where you're coming from, but I have to disagree because I feel like if you look at, like, there is no, I get what you're saying, she hasn't evolved because she did what she did now, but you have to understand everybody on that cast is being given a leeway for one mess up. Every single one of them has. Everybody has done vile, foul things to each other. Everybody in that show and all the other shows, nobody's exempt from disrespectful behavior from that show. However, I feel like we have to hold these ladies accountable for their actions, because if you guys are going to work together and you're going to come together, you need to understand that working environments doesn't call for being threatened, for showing, explicit pictures of people. It doesn't call for that behavior. It doesn't call for being slapped. It doesn't call for being kicked. It doesn't call for being punched. Like, what happened to safety, a working environment that is safe for everybody? What happened to that is what I'm baffled at.
I agree with you,
So I'm
Lala.
not, and I just think that's what I just wanted to say anyway. But I do
Someone
agree
mute
what
her.
you're saying.
There's echo. There's echo. Someone mute, please.
Is there echo? Oh, okay. Probably me, I think. Okay, so I'm going to show a video of what she said. Yeah, hopefully I
Lala, we
won't have
can't
a
hear you.
problem showing. Yeah, sorry, I muted myself because I thought I was
Okay.
going to put. Hopefully there won't be a problem, but I want to start from the beginning so everyone can see how it started and how it ended. Okay, so let me start with this.
Married woman. Women. It's a habit. Is it a habit? No, I'm just being silly. To Kenya. I'm popular tonight. Can you speak to Brit kindly and not with an attitude? I didn't write it, I promise. The answer is yes. I can speak to everyone kindly without an attitude. I think I have. Yeah, but we're talking about me, sweetheart. Okay. What do you mean, why? I have the floor, baby. Okay, you want a moment. Have your moment. This is not a moment. Yeah, it's a big moment for you. You're having a moment. Do you need to step out? I am a moment. I can speak to everyone. This wasn't about everyone. You want me to read it again? Kindly. Would you like for me to read it again? I'm not going to play these childish games. Peasants cannot come for its queen. That was what? You said peasant?
We have olive oil here.
Please stop.
Let's wrap it up, ladies.
Yeah, I didn't send for her. Thank you for using my catchphrase. Hey, girl, get the out of here. Get the out of here. Some people be trying the wrong ones. They be looking for their moment.
Ladies.
I have good. Like, get the out of here, bitch.
Miss Brit is doing the absolute most. Girl, what is this energy?
Brit is overreacted.
Slow down a little bit. It ain't that deep.
Let's just stop before we say something that we really don't mean.
Thank you so much.
Kelly.
Come over here, because it's too loud. Okay. Bye, Kenya.
Wait, black girl. Black girl.
Okay, so that is the beginning of their thing. I'm going to end it with what she said, the threatening behaviors that she showed towards Kenya and how Kenya felt threatened for her life in that situation. And I'm sorry, I tried to pause it, but for some reason it doesn't allow me to pause, so apologies.
So I can be aware of my surroundings.
What's up, baby?
Oh my God. Hold for a second.
All right.
No, we're not done. We're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first.
I have so many things, though. This is a
I
lot.
mean, I still got my pistol, so I'm still nervous.
Girl, Kenny's here. We ain't worried.
Okay, can I put this in my car? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I was almost, I knew I should have just worn it. Okay, thank you.
You ready? Yeah.
I just want to put this down.
Comfortable with you. Somebody find my husband. Where you at, baby?
Can I put mine here? I don't think my car is here.
You know? Okay, well, you want to get in?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, I'm ready. I gotta let that bitch know. Don't play with me, bitch.
She's good.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Kenya, hello.
Hey, Lala, can you pause that?
Play that.
Yeah, no, it won't let me pause, but I stopped there.
Okay.
Only because it doesn't allow me to pause or go forward. I don't know why.
Be careful with this Bravo clip.
Yeah,
they're really
you
strict.
did hear. I hope everybody heard. Thank you too. I hope everybody heard that she did say, "I have my pistol in the car." Did everybody hear that? And then she threatened to call her husband. Excuse me, Kenya is a woman. Okay, so what are you calling a man for? What's your husband going to do?
To come and pick her up. She was
But
saying, I'm calling him to come and pick me up.
The way she was talking wasn't pick up talking. And Moochal, I know you. Wait, Moochal, correct me if I'm wrong. You're from New York, right?
You know I am.
You are?
From the Bronx, baby.
Yes, I knew it. So you know that kind of talk ain't my husband picking me up.
Yes, it is.
It was to me, it wasn't. It was threatening. She was threatening her man on Kenya too.
I didn't see it that way. I understand that
Okay.
may be your perspective. Maybe I need to watch it again and listen again.
Okay. This is just from my perspective. Everybody has a different perspective. Ladies, what
Yeah.
do you think?
I think first that Brit was doing too much because of the fact Kenya did answer her question. She answered it with yes. And then she said, I can speak to all of the ladies. So Brit was just already on one this is something that she wanted to do. And I think it was just done. But anyway, I thought that Britt said, I have one in my purse, is what I thought I heard. So whether her purse was in the car, but wherever her husband was there before she even made it outside. So I'm
Did
just
Kenya
saying.
met her husband, by the way?
What? Well, when she was going over there, and I guess the other lady named Kim, I don't know her name, but remember when she said that she said, I got my pistol in my purse. I think that she was kind of, it is a threat to me, letting her know, like, Kenya, don't try nothing because I'm packing. That's the way I take it. Because old girl said, oh, we got Kenny, her security. She was like, we got Kenny out there for that.
And
girl.
also, can I ask you, ladies, did you see the other one? What's her name? What's her name? The other one, her little minion.
Keely?
Yeah. Did you see her with the flashlight? Like when the camera's trying to record it, she starts flashing her flashlight at him.
She was getting her security. She had her own security.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't know. Like, what if you guys, how y'all say it be chopped up right, and they let us know what Okay. So what I'm saying is, I think even more things were said, because it seemed like when they over there, you know how you talking to your girl like, hey, Toodle, whatever, you good, sugar? Yeah, I got my piece in the whatever. Matter of fact, where my husband at? Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you feeling like you don't know what Kenya had at, or you don't know you about to get into it with somebody. Brit was out of line. She went straight gutter with it. That's the way she responds. Like, people be in the club and you don't know if that female gonna do something when you get out
it
there.
wasn't warranted though, sugar.
Y'all think Brit was
I didn't
drunk?
say it was
wasn't
warranted. No, it was not warranted. I said she went gutter. She went gutter. The response from her was not warranted.
And all because you got called a peasant? Can you not argue back? Do you have to threaten her?
It's not
And
about
then
the peasant comment. It's not even about that
sorry?
peasant comment, because even if you're called a peasant, I don't think it should trigger you that much. She's triggered by the rejection, the people, the Kenya ignoring her, yeah, and not validating her talking to her. Like, she felt like she was being, what is it called? We have a word in it in Swahili. It's called madharau. I don't know what it is called in English, but when you ignore someone and they're talking to you, they're trying to be your friend, but then the person you're trying to be friends with is not being friends with you fast enough to your liking, you feel some
Yeah.
type of way. That's what's bothering Brit.
I
I
get
can
it.
see
I
that. I can
understand.
see that.
I can see it because you can tell she's pressed about it. You can tell she really she's egging something on that doesn't exist. You know? I feel like she's acting like she's a newbie. She should give her a thing. No, sometimes you need to earn your spot, and I think a lot of these ladies forget that. This is a reality show. You need to earn your spot. Sorry, Moonchild?
Oh, I didn't say nothing. I was just wondering, do y'all think Brit was drunk? Because that's what I was wondering when I saw her, like, just jump out the window like that. And I was like, wow, she jumped all out, like, ready to fight already. Talking about, I got whips and I got pew
Yeah.
Right,
pew. And
brass knuckles and
that was,
everything.
yeah, that threw me. I was like, wait a minute, boo. What's
Right, and
going
you talk
on?
like that if you get into it with somebody, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like,
y'all
wait a
finna
minute,
take it to the parking lot.
what's going on now? Like, that's a lot. I felt like she jumped out the window, but in my opinion, and not to rebut anybody's opinions or perspectives, in my opinion, Brit came on the show exactly the way Kenya came on the show. Because remember the scene between Kenya and Portia and Anguilla, and Nene and Phaedra was sitting there like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because Kenya was like, yeah, and I'll punch you in your face, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. She did the same thing. And I was
I
wondering too,
agree. I
were
agree.
they drunk? Because I was like, was Kenya drunk? Same reason how I'm thinking. I was like, was Brit drunk? Like, we don't know how long they were sitting there drinking.
Right. And she got
To
up and
me,
acted
it
like
didn't
this
give drunk.
gutter.
And Miss Z just said now she didn't look drunk. It was rejection. kind of like,
I can see
Love
that.
and
I
Marriage
can see
Husbands
that.
and the blogger.
I
Got
can
Like
it.
see that
a
point
lot
of
of people
view.
can't handle rejection. A lot of people can't handle it. It
Exactly.
Yeah.
messes them
Yeah.
up mentally.
Hmm.
And, like I said, people need to be assessed before you go on these shows. They need to come with it. I'm tired of wannabe fans, like, coming on here and trying to teach the OGs something. No, they earn their spot. You need
But
to
you know
earn
what?
yours.
I feel like Brit earned it just now. Because, like I said, she came in just like Kenya came in. I feel like she could be the new antagonist. She could be the new villain. Kenya had
Hmm.
11 years, and she has nothing more to bring to the show. What more does Kenya have to bring to this show? What
That's what the
value does
thing
she
Kenya
was.
have
can
to bring to
uh,
this show?
Kenya can read any of them down. I feel like Brit ain't
Brit
bringing
can
what
read
she thinks she's
too.
bringing.
We
I don't
Kenya
think so.
had
If she
11
did,
years for you to make that to make that
Moonchild,
with
the
Kenya.
Moonchild,
Moonchild.
Brit
Moonchild.
only
Okay,
had
Smiley Queen.
four episodes.
Moonchild,
Right.
just a side. I just want to make you laugh. I just want to make you laugh. Laughs and
Okay,
giggles.
okay.
You asked Brit can read. How can you read someone like this?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen, 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 listen. Let's give her some time. Maybe she might get her nose fixed, get her breathing out. They may need to cut her uvula out. We don't know. Give her some time. Everybody has had time to get the work. Look at Sheree. Look at the work she did
Hmm.
on her body and herself. Look at Cynthia. She even went and got a butt. Nene done got a breast reduction, a face plant, all kind of stuff. Even Kenya got some work done on her face. Candy done got her work on her little boobs and stuff like that. Phaedra done did some stuff. Look at Portia. She looks gorgeous. Let's give Brit a chance. Kenya had her chance. That's all I'm saying. And I want to say this too. I want everybody to know, and I want to say it publicly. I used to love Kenya down before she came on this show. Kenya was like my everything when she won that USA. I cried. I followed Kenya career with the Pantene endorsement. I started washing my hair and doing everything with Pantene. When I heard that Kenya was coming out with the hair care stuff, I wanted to support so bad. But Kenya is such a nasty, evil lady. I couldn't do it. And I just said, you know what? I'm just done. Do you know how many times I opened my heart in this show waiting to see some kind of genuine from Kenya, and all I saw was nasty? Mm-mm. I can't do
I
it.
feel you. I feel what you're saying.
I
You're entitled
can't
to your
do it.
opinion.
Yeah,
I
because
get
I'm
it.
hurt.
But
Kenya hurt me.
hmm
As a fan, Kenya hurt me. She did.
Tell her, Moon Child.
I'm hurt.
bless
She
you,
hurt me.
Moonchild.
He expected more out of her. Like, come on, girl.
You
That's
know what I mean?
your
She didn't
business,
inspire
girl.
me to do. She didn't inspire me to do nothing. The way how my life turned out, and like I said, I loved Kenya when she won that Miss USA, and I just, you know what I mean? You just love people because she was beautiful. She was a beauty queen. I loved Kenya. When Kenya stepped on this show, she hurt me. She hurt me. She hurt me
I
to
get
my
it because
heart. And she's still hurting me. I'm still looking every year, every season. Kenya just hurting me with how nasty she
well,
is
I
as a
think
woman.
Moonchild. I think you need to let the hurt go and let Kenya be because clearly she
Yeah.
is she ain't changing for nothing. Like this is
No,
her
she not.
personality.
Yeah, this is her
She's not
Mm-hmm.
going
person.
to change. So there's no point of being hurt by her and her antics.
You
But
Yeah,
I
don't
will
right.
let her hurt
say
you no
that
more.
yeah, like I don't like her to hurt you no more. But I will say this. I'm with I'm with Brittany because Brittany said Brit got on my nerves from the start talking about my husband. Girl, shut the f up, right? I agree with that because I was like, you're a bit too much. You're not giving. She was not like she wasn't giving. But I'll tell you this: I felt like Kenya felt threatened by the newbie. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you get rustled up a little bit, like they ruffle the feathers. I feel like Brit did that with Kenya, and Kenya did what she did. Like I will just say this that the behavior of Kenya for me, for what it looks like, it stems from Bravo protecting her all those years, and sometimes you feel like you're invincible, and she felt like she's invisible, so she thought she can do what she did, and she doesn't believe that her behavior warranted her suspension. I do believe it warranted her suspension, but I also believe Brit should have been gone the first time, because if Brit went the first time, Kenya would never have done what she's done. She wouldn't let that anger manifest to the levels that it got to, that she did this revenge P kind of thing. It wouldn't have done that. Bravo is the ones that dropped the ball. Bravo wanted action, they wanted some ratings, and this is what they got. So I feel like they're all guilty, but I don't know. I'm just this. I'm with Moonchild. I'm just disappointed. I just expected better. I was really looking forward to this season, and from the beginning, it came out the gate. It was amazing, and now it's slowly dropping. And I feel like there's more to come. But I feel like a lot of people were disappointed because Kenya ruined her legacy. She ruined her legacy. She ruined her business. She ruined her reputation. And I just think there might not be a chance for her to come back from this. However, I also believe this could be a ploy by Bravo to see who has the better outcome, Brit or Kenya. So I don't know. Hello, Indigo Girl. Welcome. I don't have a clue. And hello to I really tried to mind my business. Hey, welcome.
Hello.
So I just think there's something's a must. Hey, Rose, welcome,
I
Rose.
agree too, Lala, because
Armstead.
look, they were sitting next to each other. Look, you see, they were sitting next to each other at that event. So if she was feeling some type of way, why you want to sit next to her?
That's what I want to know. I think she wanted to get close to her. She's giving me Destiny vibes.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah.
You know?
She
And I'm
is.
not trying to mention that dusty ass, shitty ass show, okay?
But look,
Fan, she's a
But she's
fan,
giving
she's a
me
fan,
Destiny
she's a
vibes.
fan.
but a good
She's a fan, she's a
comparison. A
fan,
good
she's a
comparison.
fan, she's a
She's a
fan.
fan. Yes, Somali Queen.
She's a
She's a hell
fan,
of
she's
a
a
fan.
fan, she's a fan, she's a fan.
And Kenya let that fan blow her twirling ass away. And I don't understand that. Because
I
what I'm
don't
trying to
believe
say
she
is
tricked
you
Kenya
gotta
out of
be.
her spot. I think Kenya's tricked herself out of her spot. Like, no one
No,
can make,
what I'm
like,
saying
people
is
really
she
need to
used
take.
that, but she used that for her actions. Yes, she tricked herself out of her spot, but what I'm saying is you use trying to get back at her, trick you out your spot. Like, I don't know if it was delusion, a moment of insanity, but I don't. I would rather
I don't know
see
either.
Kenya and
I
her
think
go
she
back
just.
at it, like with dialogue. I ain't wanted to get like this nasty, but I would have loved to see them like, like I would have loved to see Brit take it from Kenya. Like with the
She
shade and
did.
stuff like that. That type
Oh
of
yeah.
banter.
Oh yeah.
I would have loved to
Yeah.
see that because that would have
Me
brought us back to
too.
the her and Phaedra days. You know what I'm saying? And because
Yeah.
girl, every episode it was tennis match. Her and Phaedra was tennis matching going on.
Now,
Her on
now,
Yeah.
in my opinion, Kenya will eat Brit. I
yes,
just
Yes,
because,
she would
just
eat
be,
her
just
down.
because she got that experience on her
yes,
side. You know what I'm saying? That wisdom.
yes.
Kenya would eat Brit. She would
And Brit
eat
shouldn't have.
Brit.
Brit wanted to reach for the whips and she shouldn't have did that. See, if you
She
wouldn't have had to
jumped
reach
out the
for that,
window. Yeah.
yeah, because Kenya gonna give it to you
Like, I'm
all day long. You
sorry.
heard she say, "I am the moment." She said, "I am the moment." I
And
said,
she
She
"What?"
was
is the
telling the truth.
moment.
And you know what? And she was telling the truth too. She was.
Mm-hmm.
She was and she is. That's what I'm saying. Like, I oh gosh. I don't want to keep
Okay,
talking about it, but
Brit. No, I get you, Moonchild. Brit, I won't mention that dust mite. Trust me, I won't mention her. But it just popped into my head. She was like Somali Queen said. She was given fan and she was given dust mite. I'll be honest. She was given Delulu Dusty. Hey,
Yeah,
now
Cheryl, welcome.
I heard the network gave Brit some money.
I heard that too.
I just heard Brit got some money,
To what?
and
Shut her up?
Yes,
yeah,
I'm not sorry, so she couldn't sue.
so she couldn't sue, because let me tell you something. What Kenya did, And let's just go back to the serious of it. It was a crime. It was a premeditated crime. And when she did that, she made the network liable. And I
Yep.
feel as a network and a corporation, just thinking as a network and a corporation, there would be no way Kenya would ever grace across. You talk about how Nene was blackballed. I Kenya would I would never give grace to Kenya for making my company and my corporation liable. You understand what I mean? Or putting us in danger to be a liability to be sued when it comes to things like this. Like they said back in the day, it wasn't like that. But they have 2 years ago they have different contracts now. So that's why things are different when it comes to the threats and RP and things like that. They have to take those things more seriously because the networks ultimately are responsible. And they did learn something from the Candy, Phaedra, Portia, Carlos debacle. Okay, because technically, I heard they paid Phaedra out her contract $5 million. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Phaedra got so much
So
Yeah,
money.
did.
I heard that too. I
So
heard she got
did.
paid out.
Mm-hmm.
I heard she got paid out. But listen, I don't know if you guys heard, like when you watched the show, like Portia said, Kenya's in revenge mode.
Mm.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
when you're in revenge mode and anger mode, you can't see sense. You can't see sense. And the person that made those boards clearly, didn't see the sense either. Or maybe they tried to stop her and she said no, because she did stop the other lady, what's her name? Her minion, Brit's minion, and said, no, it's not going too far, she said to her. She tried to threaten me. She threatened me. That's what she said.
Oh,
So she did say that. So, oh, okay. American Born, do I still have an echo? Let me know. Put a 2 or a 1 in there for me. So she was in that mode. Nobody could stop her. And I think is there still an echo?
No, we hear you clear.
Okay. She was in that mode. And when you're in that mode, you cannot, under any circumstances, bring yourself out of it unless you have been there before and you know what triggers you and what methods can take you out of feeling the way you're feeling. And Kenya, she went too low for me. And Brit went too low for me because threatening behaviors I don't take lightly. Best believe I would have left that restaurant and gone straight to the police station and filed, and I would have asked the production to give me the video evidence of her threatening me.
Yep.
That's what I would have done. I believe, again, 2 wrongs do not make a right. It does not. Kenya got fired, so did this one. Should have been fired too. They
Was
both
suspended.
should have been off our screens.
And she got
Sugar?
suspended. Just to let you know that they probably gonna ask her to come back. She was suspended, not fired.
Yes, that's what I want to say. When I was looking up, I shouldn't say fired. When I was looking up, Somali Queen, please confirm that they said it's suspension, not fired.
Mm-hmm.
Who with Kenya?
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
suspended on season 16.
Yeah, but that's just a technicality.
So
She's
it's
been
not
let go.
fired.
She's
I
been
don't
let
think
go.
She's
she's
been let
fired.
go.
She's been let go. She was let
Somali Queen, I
go.
can't hear you. She has been let go.
She was let go.
Okay. Okay. Well, I truly, 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 truly hope that if they're keeping this Brit, bring Kenya back. I'm sorry, bring Kenya back. Because this is not fair. There can't be one rule for others and one rule for others. No, it's not happening. If you keep this dusty, chick on this show, this wannabe, this fan on the show, you need to bring Kenya back. I am not, like I said, I am team no one. However, they were both wrong. Why is she being let go and this one gets to stay? And she not only threatened her more than 3 times, she did it in other occasions with the other ladies, with Shamia and the other lady. So she's been doing this, and I know I shouldn't. Nothing triggered you enough more than rejection. Her problem was she was rejected. That's why she threatened her. with a pistol and a whip.
Well, she actually
Okay,
didn't
and in my
threaten her. She was
opinion,
just saying that she don't play that. And see, now we got to go. See, now if you want to do investigation and look at what was actually said, you know, she can spin it that because she was talking to the little chick. I forgot her name. And, you know, and she's saying that what she got in her purse and, you know, she don't play that. She got whips and all that. She did not technically look at Kenya and threaten her like, I will.
Oh, no. I wish I could play it, but she did look when she was saying certain things. She did look at Kenya and say it, and she was saying it loud enough. She was saying it loud enough, and so for me, it's still threatening. She was.
No,
She knew
I
what she
believe
was
that too.
doing.
I was just saying the technicality of
Oh,
it. I mean, I take
technicality.
it that
Yes, I
way
get
too.
it.
Because what you're
I
talking
get what
about
you
is
mean.
from don't talk about it, be
Yeah, I
about
get
it.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Technicality part, but I'm saying if they're gonna keep this lady, this is just my opinion. If you're keeping this one, bring Kenya back because I don't want to see this one.
They probably
I feel
saving $1
like this.
million keeping her and
Sorry.
benching. They probably saved millions of dollars benching her and
Yep. Cece
benching Kenya
said
and
Brit
keeping her.
gets to stay because the cost is low and she's down for whatever. You
And
I
I
agree with
probably
agree.
that,
could be right.
CC.
I agree.
I agree with you, CC. Yeah.
Oh, Lala, can I answer your question when you said
Yes, please.
why they keeping Brit and not Kenya? And even though we hate this, black women, Hollywood is still gonna keep their same standards. Brit is younger.
Yep.
Brit is pretty.
She pretty.
Brit doesn't have any children yet. She wants to have a baby. She has issues with her family. uh the husband look all kinds of crazy, so you know they want to they need some time to dig all into that and see what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come out of it. You know what I mean? But Brit is already a millionaire before she stepped on the show, whether if it's a scammy business or legal business or whatever the case may be. And she has an extensive family history that they can explore. Let's be real. Brit is more of an asset than Kenya. That's why I keep on saying it. What more does Kenya have to offer to the show that she had 11 years to do? The network and the company may be thinking we spent enough money on Kenya. We need new people. And she still ain't got it together. And we spent enough money for Kenya. We gave
I
Kenya
get
enough
you,
grace.
Moonchild.
I think that's the
100%.
way
I
that they're
understand where you're
thinking.
coming from. I understand where you're coming from. However, I'm not looking at it from that point of view. I could care less what you're bringing. You're giving weirdo vibes. You're giving, you claim like you're saying you've married my husband, but you're obsessed with a woman rejecting you, and you
Yes.
can't talk back. You want to? I don't do threats. Like I'm. Let me tell you something. I'm a reformed kind of chick, right?
But
I don't
remember,
do threats. Best believe I'm gonna be dressing all black. Okay, putting my hijab backwards, and I'm gonna come to you and ask you to
not
say
the
to my
Not
hijab
face.
putting your
backwards.
head
Not the
backwards.
hijab
Yeah,
backwards.
put my hijab back. I'm
Ooh.
still about that. I don't do threats. Don't in
Ooh.
your life ever think you can threaten me. Could care less about being young or any of that, Moonchild. That's not my point of
I
view. I
know.
get
We
what you're
hate it.
saying.
Yeah, we
Me,
hate it, but that's how they are, you know?
yes, and I agree with
That's
that. We
true.
know the newcomers, like fresh blood, they say,
Mm-hmm.
freshness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, new storylines and
Yeah,
everything.
new
Yeah.
storylines. I get all of that. But when you come with this kind of behavior, boo, you need to be shown the door the first time.
But
They
Once you,
think we
and
want
once
to
they
they
see
see who they
this.
are,
but
They
they
believe
think we
me.
kept
want to.
Kenya because Kenya came in the same way. Remember how
Yeah.
Kenya was obsessed with Nene, always wanting to
Yes.
be her friend. Remember she
Yes.
tugged on Nene's ear, and Nene was like,
Hmm.
"Please, Kenya, don't come into my
So am
personal
I
space."
wrong for saying
She
this
was
look
like,
like Brit might be the replacement?
"She's
Yeah.
the replacement of
Yep.
Kenya. Please
Yep.
open the eyes and see what's going
Okay, which
on."
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I don't want this type of rhetoric,
I think they
behavior,
think that's what we
disgusting,
want. That's what we want to
dangerous
see.
behavior that can get someone popped in
Mhm.
the streets. You understand?
Mhm.
I don't like that
Yeah.
kind of behavior.
Me
I
Mhm.
neither.
expect better from reality TV stars that I'm watching. I expect better from them. These are newbies. I wanted a show where it was fun, it was
Yeah.
light, there was
But do you think
shade.
the producers
There's
think that we want to see this crap? I think they think we
Yeah,
want
they
to see
do.
this
They
crap
do.
and
They
we don't.
Yep.
pigeonhole. They pigeonhole them.
They
Yeah.
no, no, no. They're allowing a certain a certain demographic of men, of black men, telling them about us as black women. That is where Hollywood, these networks, these shows, these programming directors are getting it effed up. And I 100% agree with you, Lala. Sick of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sick of this
Yeah, I'm tired
representation
of
of
it.
us
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TV.
It's not
Yeah.
Sick
entertainment.
of it.
It's not
Sick of it.
entertainment at all.
I come from the generation of Lola Falana, Frida Payne, Pam Grier,
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Allen,
Yep.
Felicia Rashad,
Yep.
Cicely Tyson.
Had some
What are
couth
y'all
about
talking
themselves.
about here? Lena
Mm-hmm.
Horne, okay?
Yes.
Preach,
That's
preach,
where we
preach,
come from.
preach, preach, my sister, preach.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah, we
know?
don't want this crap.
Preach,
We
Moonchild.
don't
We don't
want
want this.
this.
We don't
And,
want it.
and then
Take
y'all
it.
all in y'all opulence and nice clothes or whatever, your face is all made up and your big rocks on your hand and you got a potty mouth and a nasty mouth like that, Brit. Like, girl, bye. You can't be serious. If that's the case, then just take us to the hood. You ain't
That's
gotta
You know what
right.
I mean? And
you ain't gotta make a brat doll out of it. Just take us to the hood then.
Right.
Cece, yes, put my hijab backwards. I don't deal with threats. Anyone that knows me knows I'm about that life. I'm a reformed woman, you know. I am taking my deen and my religious serious and stuff. Don't get me
Amen.
wrong, I am. But best believe you threaten me, I'm a pull up type of girl, and I don't pull up alone. I pull up with my peoples. So if
Okay.
you threaten me,
That's
you
when
need
you
to.
realize how
Inshallah.
many cousins. That's when you know how many cousins and
Inshallah.
uncles and aunties and we have. That's when you know how many
Hmm.
people I have.
Yep, they don't know, especially with Somali. Me, Somali Queen of Somali.
That's white
That's
too,
our
Catrice.
background. I've done it before. Sugar, you know the story. I've done
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I ain't
But look
about
what
that life. You don't threaten me. You don't threaten my family. I'm about that life. I for real, for real. I don't lay hands on people, but I got people if I need to.
that's right, innocent instigator. We pull up. I'ma pull up. I'ma
We
handle it
pull up
right then and there.
always.
I'm
Now,
not
Don't
gonna
now,
go
threaten me or
home.
my
I'm
now
family.
not
I
gonna
don't
make no
fight.
agenda. You
I
gonna
don't
know where
fight.
we stand before you left that parking lot, sister. Trust me.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
fight,
would have
but I
been
will
done.
fight. Hmm.
Oh, I ain't fighting, boo. I'm too
I ain't
pretty,
fighting.
and I'm getting older. I ain't fighting
Hmm.
no one, but I got my
Hmm.
people. So play if you want it
No,
all day.
my knees ain't good. You kick me in my leg
Got
the
the
wrong
knees.
way. You don't won that fight.
I got strong legs. I can kick you all the way down the street. Yeah, my legs
Listen,
strong.
let me tell you something. The ones that people should be, I said it earlier, I'm scared of Somali Queen. I am because Somali Queen, she don't play. You think I'm bad? People think I'm crazy. Somali Queen ain't. I ain't got nothing on her. I ain't got nothing on Somali Queen.
But I agree
Right.
with
And she's
Q Catrice. She said Britt can't read or make fun shade. Instead, she goes directly to threats. She's not built for reality TV. I totally
yes,
agree.
she's not.
Because you
Mm-mm.
went straight
Let's
for the
give her.
threat.
I want to give her room to learn. I want to give her
I
room
get
to
it. I
learn
get it.
and
Yeah.
room to grow on
Yeah.
the show.
But it's too late for me. I think she needs to bounce.
Well, yeah, she already. Yeah, she
I
gonna have
like.
to do
I picked up the weird energy from her. I picked up dusty energy, so I can't do dusties like that. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
not
You
do it
She's
did.
to
You
out.
picked up
It's a
Dusty.
no for me.
Okay, I
yeah,
gotta watch it. Y'all know
yeah.
I haven't
Watch
seen the
it,
show last
Moonchild.
night. I haven't seen the show
She's
last night.
She's
Moonchild.
not. Mm-mm. She not what
Moonchild.
it's cracked up to be.
She's 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 got a little bit more money than destitute Dusty.
She has a lot more money than
No,
A
no,
Destitute
no,
lot
no, no,
more.
Dusty.
no. Yeah, I'm not taking away from that. This woman is successful wherever she's done to get her money.
Yeah.
I'm not taking away. I'm saying I got dusty vibes as in beggar. I don't like beggars. I don't like beg friends. I don't like that. And
I
she gave
feel
me
you.
beg friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me not like beg friend neither.
Me not like it.
Me not like beg friend.
Yeah.
Because they
Mooch,
paid a lot of Mary White, because they paid a lot of money for them. That's why.
Yes, they paid a lot of money
listen,
for
if
them.
you pay for it, they want to show the goods. They want to show the goods,
Unless
because they
they
pay
like
the money
Yes,
mine.
for
CC.
it.
I think she on the wrong show. Yeah, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She probably should
Mm-hmm.
have went there. Yeah, she on the wrong
Mm-hmm.
show. Absolutely.
Yeah, she needs to step her ass off of there. And
But who's the hip
somebody
hop?
said
Because
this
she didn't
before.
have
I
a hip
think it
hop
was.
man.
No, I know we being funny. I'm talking about the way her behavior is. She probably got the wrong
Mm,
show.
That's why I want to give her room to grow.
Yeah.
I want to give
I
her
think
room to grow.
Moonchild, Han, you know I adore you, but she needs to go grow somewhere else.
Yeah, she
Grow
kind of got
somewhere
a
else.
bad
I
taste. She
can't
got
deal with
yeah,
her.
she
Let,
a bad taste.
let's see what happens. The network has the last say because at the end of the day, her production team and
Mhm.
programming and all that is the ones who are up close and personal with Brit to see if they are going to invest in her. I feel like if we see Brit for another season, then
Mhm.
and another season, then that's letting us know the network is invested in her just like they invested in
In
Portia
Kenya and
I
and
don't
Portia
think she'll,
Kenya
I don't think she'll
and
come back.
Nene.
I
and
don't think
Nene.
she'll come back. I just think this is that my opinion because the way the ratings are going down and people are so upset. I don't think she'll come back.
And I think she want the fame.
And remember,
Yeah, I think she'd upset.
she talked about Shamia's child.
When she do that on the show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Shamia
coming. It's
said it's
coming. It's
coming.
coming.
Yeah, she spoke about her youngest child that's unwell at the moment. And like I said, any children, well, husbands not so much. Children, mothers, fathers, all of that is off limits. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
this girl's gutter. She's gutter. She's a weirdo. I'm not feeling her. I never felt her from the day one. I never felt her. I'm with Brittany, Janae, when she said, my hair's in I just, something about her is off. And I believe when people show you who they are, please believe them. Believe them.
So do you think that she has like this delusions of grandeur when it comes
Yes,
to
yes,
her
Moonchild.
status and what she's trying to, like what's the representation that she's
Yeah.
showing on the show is like delusions of
A
grandeur.
lot of them have that disease.
Oh, it sounds like and I twirl. I'm going with the wind fabulous. That's what it sounds like to me.
Hmm.
It sounds
I
like she's
agree.
saying going with the wind fabulous.
So now
I'm
she
t-
talking about people,
Let me tell you
kids. Yeah,
something.
she out of line.
I think she just like Kenya. When I
I
look at
I
think
this
think
so
they
too.
girl,
are.
I
I
see
think
the
that's why they
mirror.
clash. They're both the
That's
same
why they
yeah,
person.
clash.
I
The
think they the same
ego.
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
their
That's what
production
egos
I
are
wrote
see.
that
very
too.
hugely inflamed.
Like
Hmm.
I'm looking at her picture right now, I feel like I'm looking at Kenya.
Yep. Yep.
Looking at this picture that you got up here in this thumbnail,
No, no, no. We
I
are not
swear I would
going
feel
to
like
Kenya.
looking like Kenya.
Kenya is not a prostitute. She's never sold her body.
No,
Please, 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 please. We are not going to do this. No, no,
we
no, no,
don't
no.
know what Kenya did in her days.
Yeah,
Kenya,
well,
Kenya lied about a whole lot of stuff because let me tell you something.
which I know.
Listen, no,
No,
listen,
no,
listen,
no.
listen, 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 listen. Back in the
She had
day,
fake
right?
boyfriends on the show. What y'all
No,
talking
listen,
about?
no. Kenya had put out in the media a while ago that she was married and had a son. When I first heard that Kenya Moore was gonna be on Real Housewives, I was like, oh wow, oh yeah, but she's married and she got a child. I was so excited. Come to find out, it was a whole lie.
Yeah. And remember the first when she first had a man on there, she had paid him to be her boyfriend.
At least Brit ain't lying about her life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
I,
can
I
give her that. I can give Brit for not lying about her life and that. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan. And to be honest with you, somebody mentioned. Okay, let me find the comment. Just 1 second. Let me find this comment.
Mhm.
Yes. So I really try to mind my business. Said the ratings been down since Nene left. It's true. The ratings have
That's
not gone
true.
up.
Of
It's
course.
nowhere near what it used to be, even with
No.
Kenya on it. And she'd been retweeting some stuff saying, ha ha, the ratings are down because she's not there. No, honey, you're still on there right now and it's still down. It's not, I just think people are not feeling it. I don't know about you. This is just my thing before we start wrapping up, right? Another 10 minutes, we'll wrap up. But this is my thing. When I watch reality shows, I like to escape.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm all about escaping. I'm all about being taken into a different realm, whatever that is. So if I'm watching a show, I want to watch women that have a better lifestyle than me, that living fabulously. Yes, shade each other, cuss each other. It is what it is, right? We know women are known to be petty. We're all petty, right? But there's got to be some fun in it. There's got to be something in there for me to be enticed to keep watching. I think a lot of people, the ratings are dropping in a lot of these shows right now, because even Potomac was very low. Married to Medicine was very low, because people are tired of the fighting and the bickering and the back and forth, and going so low. Married to Medicine, talking about somebody's infertility issues and talking about I'm sorry, that's disgusting. Very low vibrational, disgusting, gutter snipe behaviors. People are tired of that. They want some fun. Bring the fun. Bring us yachts. Bring us some sexy ass men on, in yachts, serving you guys champagne and hors d'oeuvres or oysters. Give us something. Give us a shopping spree. Give us a show. Stop with this thing of back and forth and
catty. Yeah, that's all
fighting and
they're
the
doing is just
bickering. I'm
showing us
tired.
scenes of arguing. Yeah, like we tired of that.
You know,
It's always
and
mean girls, right?
he said, "I'm tired of the mean girl crap. They're just going to the gutter for now."
Yes,
I agree.
I
I
agree.
really agree. Like, Moonchild also said, Moonchild said, "Yeah, sexy men, lavish trips, and obedient like opulence." I'm telling you, give us that, and I'm guarantee you the ratings will go up. But I think the narrative of this fighting on all these shows, and she's this, she's that, and she can't have this, and her man is this and this and this, it's getting jarring. It's getting boring. Rewrite the script. If this is reality TV, and I don't believe it is, I think the script needs to be rewritten. Give us something new. Give us something fresh. You brought new ladies with the same ass shit. Like, come on now. Give us something fresh. Anybody else want to say?
No, I agree too. That's why I'm more interested now in scripted TV. You know what I mean? I became totally uninterested. I mean, I look at clips and stuff and if something going on, but it just seems like when you watching these shows now, like I watched the first episode and second, but it's like when you watching them, it's always they want to put them in a room and it's always them just cadding at each other, just going at each other, and it's crazy. It's like, where's the storyline? And then when you want to bring us something about your business, like everything that Kenya has done in the last 11 years, we had to wait on, like the Moore Manor, like even her opening up her beauty shop and stuff like that. So we go on a journey with her. So finally, when you want to show us and bring us in, then you want to put this on top of it. I just felt like it was tasteless. I felt like it was uncalled for. And I'm not saying what somebody did to you. I'm just saying what y'all presenting to us. I don't understand why you felt as though that would have been good TV, but hey, I'm tired of it too. I'm for scripted because reality ain't reality TV, and it hasn't been for a long time.
Lie. And it's a lie, and I don't know who told them this is what we want to see. I'll be honest, I don't know who told them. But also, can we keep it, let's just keep it real. It's the same narratives. Like okay, there was a comment here that I really need to talk about. Okay, it's here. Now everybody got fake storylines. They're turning into Bad Girls Club and Love and Hip Hop. Who told them this is what we want to see? I feel like before, do you remember before they used to do market research and they used to send out emails with like, what do you want to see? Do you like this? Do you like shopping? Do you like this? What happened to the surveys? Ask us, because we're the ones that are the viewers that are watching. You should ask us. And also, Cece, I agree. She said, look at what's happening in our country and the world. It's hard times. People want entertainment, uplifting, fun, and fantastic. I agree.
Yes, Cece.
They do want that. They want something different, but they are only obsessed with pitting each other, like pitting women against each other, fighting for what? A spot.
And then
What
I
a
really
spot?
don't enjoy watching older women act like this. Like maybe if you're looking at the 20-something-year-olds, right? So if you're supposed to be older, wiser, more sophisticated, have more decorum about yourself, but then that's what I'm saying. It's just coming to the point. I feel like looking at these two pictures right here, I'm looking at two, women that act very poorly and ghetto, and they just look like two beautiful brat dolls.
Yeah.
That's it. I expected
Moonchild,
more.
Sorry, Sugar. Sorry to bother. Sorry to
No,
interrupt you.
that's
Sorry.
okay.
And Moonchild, do you have anything to add?
If networks are, if you are listening, please hire more Black women for programming on shows that are centered around Black women.
Mm-hmm.
And their lives, not Black women personality, like not Black women conflict. Maybe more programming with Black women. Like you don't have to like each other, but you can have events and maybe invite, or you probably do your shade over there with your
How
camp.
we navigate
Or
our friendships and loved
yeah,
ones and
Thank
yes,
you.
marriages.
how we
Yeah, how
navigate
do you
that.
overcome things?
Yes,
Like, how
not.
do you overcome heartbreak?
Mm-hmm,
How do you financially overcome something that, maybe you went bankrupt, something like that? Like, there's a lot of these women have financial problems as well. How do you overcome that? Also, how about um uplifting each other? Like,
mm-hmm,
still have this fun shade, throw, cuss each other. I'm here for a little bit of cussing. It is what it is.
mm-hmm.
But just give us more. That's what I'm saying. Just give us something to like something more, because I feel like,
Can I say one thing? When you
yes,
have
please.
eight women all together, not all of those eight women are going to get along. There's going to be some
Right,
gripes here and there. They need to relax on that. Just let the gripes happen organically and how they navigate through it. No manufactured stuff.
right, right.
That's all we're seeing.
Like remember when Nene used to go and get her nails done, and I forgot his name. I forgot his
Dwight,
name. The white girl, and they would just sit in that nail shop and they would go back and forth with the shade, honey. But you know,
right.
but it
And
was like,
then they got into a fight and then they got back together friends.
and we
Remember
saw that,
that?
right? We saw that play out.
And
Sure
we
did.
saw that play out, and it was organic, it was authentic, it was genuine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was a misunderstanding, and they came back. You know what I'm saying? But we enjoyed that. But like now, it seemed like it just be doom and gloom. Like, okay, here go the scene. All right, she's walking in with an
Kenya
attitude.
did that. Kenya started that. I'm not gonna lie.
Started.
I'm not just sitting up here, just to
No,
bash
but
Kenya.
no,
I'm just
Moonchild,
want
it
to tell
wasn't
the
just Kenya.
truth.
It was majority of them. Majority of them started it too. It wasn't Kenya. Portia did it. Cynthia had her little slick moments. Nene did it.
Nene.
Um, I can't remember the other
Kenya
ladies,
bought
but
the
there was.
darkness. She
I
bought
think
the
they all have a bit of
darkness.
darkness. Every single one of them have a darkness that they brought out too. I'm telling you, like, me personally, am far removed from
Mhm.
reality TV. I don't watch it that much. The only reason I've been watching this because I was excited, like Moonchild. I really was expecting something different. I want someone to show me how the other half is living. I want to look and be like, damn, I want Kenya's car. I want her beautiful house. I want her shop. Someone to show me how to do that. Like, how do I get it? Like, that's what I was looking forward to. I'm not mainly looking forward to commodity, but I was looking forward to like like girls, like chit chat, the fun, like the happiness. Obviously people are going through divorce,
Mhm.
financial issues. I get all of that, family problems, children not being well. I get that, but I was expecting something more than what I got at the
Like
moment.
Drew.
I think that's
Drew
where my
giving
disappointment
nothing.
stems from.
Drew is just cashing a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing, Drew? Like, she's giving me nothing. She has been giving me nothing.
Drew is dried up,
Yeah.
dry as can be.
Yes.
All she does is
Right.
lie. She lies out of her ass. She can't keep up with her lies. Okay, I'm over Drew. Like, go away. But I did hear her album is good. Apparently, I did hear her album is good.
Oh, good. What is the instant? Did you? Oh man, it went away. The innocent instigator.
Okay. Did she say something? Okay, let me just read this. CC Alpham C. Yes, I'm watching Wheel of Time. Yes, then I'm holding that up. CC, no spoilers. I
No
love
spoiler. I
Wheel of
still gotta
Time. Like
watch.
I said, I'm obsessed with that show. But I'm waiting for it to finish so I can binge on one weekend
Yeah, I'm a
and
binge. Mm.
just chill out and binge. I love that show. It's so good. Um. What did Innocent Instigator to say? Let me just look. Oh, here is this what it?
It was above Alf's.
Okay, can you see this now? Is this what you're saying? Y'all are pausing bringing back the dad they sent to El Salvador. They have to return him. Oh, she's talking. Are you talking about the guy that was the administration accidentally sent to that prison?
Yeah, I think she's talking about that.
Yeah, I hope they're bringing back. I heard the judge. told them to bring him back, but they sold him. So unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to happen.
I'm gonna watch it too,
Yes,
Al.
Alpha MC. No
I'm gonna watch it
spoilers of Wheel of Time, please.
too. We're gonna
Okay,
talk
I
about
will
it.
hurry up. Trust me, I'm gonna hurry up and watch it. I'm just waiting. I don't like watching it, like bits and pieces because I'm a bit like I'm impulsive, so I need to watch it when it's all finished. Yes, I am. Once it finishes, people, I'm gonna come back and talk about it because I love that show. And there's other things that I want to show as well because there's something that I've noticed. They portray the black community as being certain way, but they don't portray others like in social media, on TV. They don't portray other cultures and nationalities a certain way. I noticed that in I watched something that a couple of weeks ago about the Koreans, and the deadbeat dads. They always put that on black communities, like, you got deadbeat dad, even though your dad. Other Asian communities got that too.
Hmm.
South Asians and North Asians,
And
they've got that
clear
too. They've
people
got
got it too.
deadbeats. Yeah, they got deadbeats as in jobless. They don't go out there and work, and the women goes and work. I just want to bring something different perspective because I, for one, am tired of the narrative of black people are this and black people are that. No, let's bring everybody to the forefront. Okay, so I'm gonna, like, bear with me. I'm going to be bringing that sometime this week or maybe the weekend. But I'm gonna bring that because the narrative needs to change. I'm only one person, but I'm tired of this. I'm tired of them all putting us under one bracket, and we're not. We're all different. We're all unique. We all have a different cultures, but we all come together. And that's the thing. They don't like unity. They don't like us being united. They pit women against each other. They put black women against each other. They pit white women. They pit Asian men, black men. They all pit us against each other for what reason? For their entertainment. And I'm thoroughly not entertained anymore. I'm not entertained by any of this.
Nope.
Okay, so Alpha MC said this, Sugar. Shazal and Sugar, episode 7 is this week, and then the finals next week. Hurry up.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a binge it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a
all
binge.
the way
Alpha
through.
MC, don't worry, I'm gonna binge watch it. And I'm
Yes.
gonna come back, and
You making me
I
want
need
to
to
jump
see
into it now.
I need to see everybody's what everybody thinks, because I have a lot to say. I love that show. I absolutely love that show. And it's not even something I would watch. But one day I just got into it and then became obsessed. What did you have to say, Sugar?
No, I'm looking at American Born, and Alf saying it's so good. I said they're making me want to binge it now. No, I want it to end. I want to watch it all the way through.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Listen, the weather in the UK has become so beautiful. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna take my iPad. I'm gonna sit in my
Mm-hmm.
beautiful area in my garden, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
have my ice cream and watch it from 1 to 8.
And then me and
Okay?
Lala gonna discuss it, and then we're gonna come
And
on.
then we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to go through 2 episodes at a time. So I hope everybody's ready. It's 8 episodes. We're going to do 2 episodes at a time because
Whoop,
I love
whoop.
that show.
That's right.
Okay, let me
Moonchild, do
know
you
because
watch
I want to
it?
do. No, but you know what? I have the Prime Video and it keeps coming up like as a recommendation, and I keep like forgetting to watch it. So really didn't know anything about it. So if you guys are
Okay, but
all in,
Moonchild,
I'm
you
gonna
need to
get
watch it
in.
from season
Yeah,
1.
jump in, Moonchild. Jump in.
Yeah, I'll
Jump
jump in.
in. Yeah,
Because you
jump
know what?
in, Moonchild. You're welcome anytime.
Even though we looking
Watch
at
from
scripted
season
TV.
1
Mhm.
now and then catch up when you get the chance, because I think it's only got 5 episodes for season 1, but it's so good.
Okay, I'll
When
watch
I
it
tell
tonight.
you, yeah, start watching season 1 tonight, and then
Now,
2,
how many
and then
seasons is it altogether?
3. We're on season 3 right now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Okay,
so I
okay.
should be caught up with you guys by the weekend.
Yeah, jump in because
Yes.
even though it's scripted, I think that what I'm noticing at the different things that I'm watching, it's still real life things that you could talk about
Yes.
in there. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
So I'm becoming more and more interested. Like, ooh, yeah, what that do be going on? That do
Mhm.
be
Mhm.
happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't
And
wait.
Moonchild, American Born said, one episode you'll be hooked on, Moonchild.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's right up my alley because I love to get
Yeah, so
hooked.
start
I
downloading
do.
it. Start downloading from season 1 to 3, and then we've got 2 more episodes left. And me and Sugar are gonna talk about it, and we'd love you to come up here and discuss it
Yeah,
with us and
jump
let
in.
you,
Oh, I
tell us
would
what you
love
think.
to.
Oh my God, you're more than welcome. And Alpha MC and everybody that watches, come back because we're definitely going to be watching that. We've got also going to be covering other things. Me and Sugar have a lot of things planned.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
please, come through.
You know I love you ladies. I
Yeah, we
always
love your
try to come through.
Oh,
perspective.
I know it may felt like I fell off from y'all because I've been working a lot and I've been trying to get a lot of hours in so I can make this Arizona trip. But
Okay.
you know,
hmm
I always like I literally type you guys' name out if you don't come up in my algorithm, and
oh,
even
Oh,
if I don't get a chance to watch it all, I make sure I still like it because I support you ladies. I love you.
we love you too, Moonchild.
oh,
I
we
always
love
love
you
your
too.
Yeah.
Thank you
perspective.
so much. We love you too. We love you too, and we appreciate you coming up and sharing your stuff. I think Somali Queen had to drop down because she probably got a phone call or something.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
like
thank you. We
Somalis.
appreciate you. We love you too, and we adore everybody here. Thank you so much for joining me and having a great discussion with me because I just
Whoop,
like
whoop.
I'm gonna say it from the beginning. I'm team no one. I'm team right. If you're getting
Mhm.
rid of Kenya, please get rid of this weirdo. Please, please, and fast.
Quick, fast,
Because
in a
I
hurry.
personally don't think I can watch it
Not go
again.
run
I
tell
can't
that.
watch it.
Hmm.
Sorry, Sugar?
I said quick, fast, in a hurry. Now tell them to go run tell that
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
production.
run it, boy, run it. But seriously, I am not on anybody's side. I'm on team right, and these two are definitely not right. They're not right for each other. They're both the same. They have egos that is beyond belief, and
Yeah.
that's what happened. They both their egos interacted with each other, and now is the may the the best woman win. And so far,
Brit
unfortunately,
is winning.
Brit
Yeah.
won. Brit won.
Brit won
She
this battle. She
Yeah,
got the
she
crown.
won this battle.
She got the
yeah,
crown and the
But
money.
Karma spins the block though, Moonchild. Karma is a bitch.
yeah.
She
Okay?
is.
That boomerang gonna come
So
back.
she best look over her shoulder every day. Don't be comfortable in its Atlanta streets, honey.
Oh, it's
Oh,
probably gonna
that's a
come back
fact.
the next episode, child. Dealing with her.
Trust. But I just want to say thank you to everyone. Ladies, do you have any final pieces that you want to say? Final thoughts?
Just thanks for having me up. My phone finna die. I always love coming up here with you, Lala. The chat was on point today. The conversation was jumping and flowing. And I just want everybody to have a great day on purpose. Love you guys, and I love you, Lala,
Oh,
Moonchild.
we love you too, Sugar. Thank you so much for always supporting me, having my back, and coming up here and giving your opinion. I love it. I love to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and adore you, sis. Moonchild,
Yes.
do you have any final thoughts?
Um, can I say a comment that I read from somebody else just to close it out?
Yes.
Because I just have to make my point heard all over the place. I don't
Okay.
care. I say it a million times.
Okay, before
Kenya.
you say anything, just let me
mm,
say hello to it's Tate. Hey, honey, welcome.
Hey,
I know I'm
Tate.
sorry. We're just wrapping up. I've been on here for 2 hours, so I'm about to wrap up and get some dinner. It's late for me, but I'm gonna get some dinner. But carry on, Moonchild. Sorry.
I'm gonna run down Kenya's antics. She has yet to complete any business ventures since she started being on the show. From her first season, she actively flirted with a married man, then played confused. Then she came out with the bullhorn and got dragged and humiliated on the reunion stage. She spread rumors and started drama with Christopher Williams' wife that ended up getting Brandon attacked. She showed up at her mother's house unannounced with cameras, and then she let Matt, Walter, and Mark drag her publicly. It's time for Kenya to go. Don't bring her back. That's it.
Woo, Moonchild, girl. Okay, she did her big one. She said what she said. It's her opinion. We allow people to have their opinions. It is what it is. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me, partaking, giving your point of views, and just sharing with me what you thought about the episode and how it made you feel. So I appreciate all of you. I really do. Thank you. I want to shout out to my mods, amazing mods. I want to shout out to Eloquent for coming in, dropping in and saying hello. I want to thank American Born, the superstar. Thank you so much for holding it down for me. I appreciate you, Han. I want to say thank you to my darling sis, Somali Queen, for coming up here. I appreciate you. She's also my mod. I want to say a huge thank you to my darling Toot Latrice. Thank you. Woo woo. Shout out to Toot. I appreciate you, Toot. Thank you for coming up. I adore you. And I want to shout out to my twin. Everybody knows I have a twin in these YouTube streets. Sugar. I adore you, twin. Till next time, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and I appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully you'll come back sometime this week again, with more stuff that I want to show you guys, because I feel like they're trying to run mockery of us and I'm not having it. So I want to show how other people behave, and let's put them to the forefront. So hopefully you guys will join me for that. So I appreciate you. Have a lovely day on purpose and evening. Have a great Monday. And remember, if Mondays can be stressful, but you don't need to make it stressful. Do something fun for yourself. Pick up a takeaway, go eat something, just enjoy yourself. You don't have to make a Monday a stressful day. And if it was a stressful day, bless you. Tomorrow will be a better day. So I appreciate every single one of you for coming. Have a lovely, lovely day. Until next time.